Welcome to the north. Mist-covered forests, frozen lakes, and long-buried secrets. The world is changing. Railways spread. Science overtakes superstition. Cities rise along with the illusion of safety. But beyond the light, in deep woods and on windswept shores, something older stirs. This is Vaesen, a Nordic horror role-playing game set in 19th century Northern Europe. The players you see around me are part of the Society, a secret order cursed with the sight. They can see what others deny. Creatures of myth and nightmare are real, and they do not like being forgotten. But sometimes the greatest horror is the one we carry. Welcome to Vaesen. So, in last week's episode, actually it was 2 weeks ago, still reeling from their carriage crash, the Society sought shelter in a snowbound inn where a cast of colourful guests gathered to share stories by the fire. But the warmth didn't last. Mysterious incidents began to mount, including a bandaged horse, spectral sightings, and the sudden death of their coachman, Ilya, found naked and frozen by the pond. Investigations revealed the presence of a domovoi named Greyfoot, once loyal to the innkeeper's late sister Ester, now bitter and neglected. The true threat, however, was a deadly spirit of winter, Morozko, or Father Frost. After a tense standoff with suspicious guests and a narrowly averted shootout, Greyfoot finally restored the protective magic of the hearth, lifting the killing cold. The Count's invitation, however, was rescinded, and the Society returned to Castle Gyllencreutz to belatedly celebrate Christmas with gifts from their own Nisse. While Anna ventured to learn troll magic and Julian nursed a quiet heartbreak, Henrik was plagued by a vision of danger, just as Anna and Maude returned safely from their own strange journey.
I'd forgotten about Julian's heartbreak.
For anybody just tuning in for the first time, Julian's heartbreak is 100% pretty much self-inflicted.
Oh, 100%.
From being a dumbass, basically.
A complete not a dumbass.
Also, this whole secret society, Andrew, people keep turning up and knowing exactly who we are. It's not that secret anymore. Everyone seems to know who we are.
Well, not everybody, only people who are looking for you.
I see. But still, that's not exactly what I'd call secret.
Well,
Maybe sort of a secretive, but not exactly secret.
everybody had heard of the Scarlet Pimpernel, and yet did anyone know who he was? Could they find him?
But they're showing up at our front door, so they can find us.
But also, we live in a giant castle in the middle of town. We're not not a hiding.
We're being inconspicuous here.
Stop being picky.
Anyway, so yes.
I don't know.
To my knowledge, Amy and Maude have just gotten off the carriage.
So that's where we finished. So you guys were about to head off to try and find them, and as you were about to head off, their carriage pulled up, and they arrived. However, Julian, I would like you to give me 3 force rolls, please.
Excuse me, what? Bloody hell, we are coming in hot, aren't we? What the hell is this? Okay, number
It's like
one.
a James Bond movie.
I'm
Let's
going to have to jump to present. Force.
1 success.
Force.
No
And
successes.
force. Oh, God, what are you doing to me? Oh, no. Okay, so I got...
Hang on.
See, I don't know what this is for, so I don't know if any of that is good enough.
So what did you get? 1.
I got a 1, a
none,
0, and a
1.
1.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay, so
It's been pancaked by a carriage.
So, Pete, you're going to have to just bear with me for a moment. whilst I.
Or you just quietly raise the tension in the room. This jumper's going to have to come off soon. I can already feel this.
Anna, can
Oh,
you give me
yes,
3
hello.
force rolls, please?
Oh, 3 force rolls. Okay. Nothing. Damn it, that's not like Anna. Jesus Christ, come on.
Oh, God. We're screwed. Whatever's going on, we're screwed.
Okay.
It's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Great.
She's been sat in that carriage all the while. She's got a sore arse, and so she's like, "What's going on?"
He's
So,
really quite drained
whilst-
from the magic.
Whilst this is going on, and I'm doing this, just so you're all aware, this isn't something happening right now.
This is future failure, is it?
This is a bit of prep.
Oh.
So, Henrik, same for you, please.
Oh God.
Yes, we do, Taika.
Annals.
You want me to share it? I can share it if people.
Oh God. Oh, there we go. 1 from Henrik.
There we go.
Ooh, another 2.
Henrik. So 1.
And 1. 4 successes from Henrik.
Oh, okay.
Henrik's been doing his push-ups.
Quite forceful for a man of the cloth.
Yeah.
And is that surprising anyone with how
No.
he has progressed?
Not for Henrik, to be fair.
I am Max, but remember I said that I was working out of the gym last time. I did actually mention it.
Okay, Maude. Same for you, please.
Oh dear.
And
this
if
is more interesting.
Sebastian can't sort themselves out, I shall have to do their own.
He is trying to get online, he was saying.
Yeah, I can see.
He's just not succeeding, is he?
1.
Yay. Oops. I'm
0.
Okay.
And 1. 2. 3.
Oh,
Is Maud more forceful than Anna? Anna's cross.
definitely underestimating Maud for all those months.
Indeed. That quiet bookworm is secretly hiding biceps.
Yep, it's all the book.
okay.
It's all the heavy lifting of the books from one part to the other.
Go Maud.
Taika, your turn, please. 3 stealth rolls.
Oof.
Sorry, 3 force rolls.
Oh, I thought Tyke was going to be special then for a second.
No, 3 force. Do.
1 success for Taika. No successes. No successes. Only 1 success. I'd say at least we're getting the bad rolls out of the way, but I also feel like these are going to be quite important rolls.
Don't say that.
I will roll for Sebastian. Oh, hang on. I need to unmute my rolls so that you can all see.
Check you're not lying.
Well, I mean, it doesn't mean anything to you guys yet anyway, so...
So you can lie to us all you want,
Yeah.
is what I'm hearing.
but at least you can see if...
1 success. Sebastian. No success.
1, none, and
Oh.
2. Oh, yes, I forgot what I did for Sebastian. Okay. So I need to hide my rolls again. So 1, none, and 2, wasn't he? Yeah, so there's that. Okay.
Question.
Yep.
be fighting unarmed or my combat? Because I add force to that.
It's not relevant.
Damn it.
Okay, so back to the situation at hand, and you've just got off. You've just sort of Anna and Maude have just got off their carriage, and you see the others looking like they're geared up and ready to head off somewhere.
Anna's going to step down the carriage and be like, are we off somewhere again?
No. Henrik had a bad dream, and we thought it might mean something, but obviously it doesn't. You look fine.
We are fine. What bad dream did he have?
Well, I don't know. Ask him.
I saw two people in trouble, very much in trouble. And we just, since we have no idea what to go on in all these dreams, we thought there's a chance.
You thought it was me and Maude?
Could be. It was two people, and it was a very strange dream, and I woke up in the chapel this time.
Okay. We're fine. Do you have any... Who are the people then? If they're not us?
Invisible, no faces.
I see.
But there was something connecting them, something binding them. And it looked like they were, I don't know, some sort of unseen force was working against them.
Well, that's not spooky or terrifying at all.
Well, we
Did you hear from Linnea while we were away?
No.
I don't think we did. No. Were you expecting us to? Did anything happen that would mean Linnea would get in touch?
No, I just wondered if she might be one of the people who was in trouble.
I mean, I'm sure she's always happy for a visit if we wanted to go along.
Before we do, I got some stuff I feel like I should catch you guys up on.
All right, of course. Should we go back in and sit down and be comfortable a minute?
That sounds like a plan.
Everybody shuffles back inside, I'm sure.
Yeah. Anna's going to sort of pace a little bit in front of them in the middle of the living room area. So, I visited the trolls, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure how good I'm going to be at this, but I've learned some potential useful magic from them. I think I have the ability to turn people into animals now.
You...
What? Say what?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
You'll still remain, you'll still keep your brain, but you'll then be an animal. I don't know how long it lasts for. I feel like I should have checked that with the trolls. They're quite cryptic in their various things. I also don't know what the magic will cost or how exactly it works. But I was wondering if anyone would like to volunteer to have a go.
Our stable boy loves animals.
Solid no, thank you.
Our stable boy, I think, is a big fan of animals and might be completely willing to do that.
I'm not transforming one of our servants into an animal. That feels like definite, evil.
No, we're gonna ask. We'll ask him. I didn't say do it without his.
No, I was wondering if one of you lot, possibly you, Henrik, wanted to volunteer.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah,
You
bird.
do.
Bird.
A bird?
Well, do you get the choice, or is it just transmogrification?
I get
And
the
then-
choice. I get to pick what animal within sort of reason.
Okay, owl.
I, for one, would really enjoy seeing Henrik as one of these exotic creatures that I've heard of before called a penguin. I think that would
I
be
think
very...
you've heard of those. You're taking away the two things that I want from my transformation, which is to see in the dark and be able to fly. So, owl.
I will go with an owl because I've never seen a penguin. I'm assuming it's very colourful, but I'm going to go with an owl.
But just 1 second here. We're just gonna go with an owl and then hope we can reverse it later.
I think that's what an experiment is all about.
Yeah. Okay, I do a good
Perhaps-
solid prayer
No,
for my soul and
question-
body.
Can you in fact turn one animal into another animal?
Or an animal into a person, or
Like-
what would
Yeah,
look like
because
a
that
person.
also
Great
would
cute
come in
person.
handy.
And also be slightly less, I mean, obviously William is great, but if a pig lived it like
Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Why is William the first one that we talk about? We've got horses. I've
And
seen
you
some
have
chickens
one
running
horse.
around here and there. I'm pretty sure there's a pigeon up on the roof.
Okay.
Why have we
Not
instantly
really.
gone to William? What has she ever done to you?
I'm not sure how it works. I don't know if I can transform an animal into an animal. I know I can transform a human into an animal.
Well,
I mean,
personally, don't want to be fucked with this.
experimentation.
They were very clear that their brain stays the same, so I'm a little bit worried about what a pigeon brain is going to do if I transform a pigeon into a dog, for example.
Probably explode. Yes. Well, maybe we should, for safety's sake, go outside, give you a bit of room, even though it's cold.
Okay. Yes.
Lead the way.
Am I doing this on a pigeon or Henrik?
Or a horse
On-
into a donkey or something.
On
Something
Henrik.
vaguely similar, but
Yeah,
different.
try the horse first. That horse hasn't got a lot of use out of it yet.
And Andrew, what's the currency here?
What, the krona?
The krona.
Krona.
Okay.
Yeah, try the horse first. See if you can transform a horse into a
Captain
donkey.
Kuma will give you 10 krona if you can turn Henrik into an animal of your
That
choosing.
does sound tempting.
I think you should try it.
Listen, I want
People.
to do it. I just think we should try. If you have no idea how it works, what the cost is, if you can do it, or anything else,
Or if
let's
you
try
can
it on the
turn
horse
back.
or a chicken first.
You want to turn into a chicken first?
No, I want you to try to turn an animal into a different animal first.
So, wait, Anna sort of rubs her temples and goes, okay, I'm remembering something here. They did tell me not to try on animals, but I could try if I wanted to.
All right, give me owl.
All right, let's go outside then, and we'll try this.
Oh, please, Saint Swift, Jesus, help me,
Anna sort of
please.
cracks her knuckles and stands in front of Henrik and is like,
Who's the Saint of Owls? I don't know.
possibly, do you want to bless me, Henrik, just in case?
Please. Yes.
Archimedes.
I also should warn you all. This required quite a lot of book knowledge and
Oh
meditation,
no.
which was not
Julian literally puts his arms out as they're on the steps of the castle and holds everybody far back.
Anna
Okay.
stands in front of Henrik and is like, "Are you ready?"
You get a blessing from Saint Emedius, who was a pagan knight that was converted to Christianity. Let's go.
Okay. Do I just roll magic, Andrew?
No, we can't hear
Go
you,
for
Tiger.
All right, I roll magic.
Mm,
Plus
Give me owl, give me owl, give me owl. Big money, big money, big money.
Okay,
Julian
I've
does
added
the
my
thing.
2. Oh no, wait, that went back. Sorry. Okay. 1 success.
And you can use the extra 2 from Saint Emedius.
Okay. No, I did that. I did the 2
Oh.
already.
Oops.
It's about like one wing.
Tell me what you do, Anna.
Sebastian, go upstairs and
Anna-
get the wet plates at once.
Anna stands in front of Henrik and sort of thinks very hard and looks quite painful as she's thinking so hard. I've never seen Anna think quite this sort of intensely, and then looks at Henrik and is just like, "Ow!"
So there's almost a shimmering in the air, and Henrik disappears, and sat on the ground is a tawny owl.
Yes.
So, Henrik, you still have your full mental capabilities as a human. You can still think everything. You just obviously can't communicate because you're a fucking owl.
That's up to me to figure out.
But
Julian trots across the lawn towards him.
Anna is doing celebration dance in the lawn, being like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah."
Henrik Owl looks down at his body and also waves his wings up in the air.
Hey! Anna waves her arms.
Julian sort of puts out his hand for one of Henrik's claws to step on.
What?
Well, come on then, silly bird. You don't take hints the rest of the time. Just get on.
Mm-mm. I shake my head a full 180 degrees, and I take off and do a circle around the.
Where the hell's he going?
Do a circle around the castle.
Are you sure he's still got all his internal faculties, Miss Coon?
He should do. I think. Anna again looks quite confused about what exactly she's doing. They did talk a lot at me. Not all of it went in, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, well, can't be helped.
I also don't know how long it's going to last and when he will transform back. Anna watches.
So it could be mid-flight is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I'm assuming it will be more than a couple of minutes. So I think he's good for now.
Well, I let out a gleeful hoot.
So at any point, Henrik, you can try and make yourself turn back by giving me a force roll.
Okay.
So you will just turn back at some point, but by succeeding at a force roll, you can make yourself overcome the magic and return to normal.
Cool. Really, that's force and not like
Yeah.
inspiration or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'm flying around the castle like fucking Hedwig. This is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Great view.
I'm just going to watch because I'm not convinced that he's going to turn back.
No, I do it, and I do a low sweep over. I do a circle around the castle, and I go. I will land down on Julian. You were offering me your arm or shoulder. Was that what you were doing?
Yes, he'll if you come close enough or sort of like swoop close to him in friendship, as it were, he'll sort of put out his arm for you to land on. You've got a coat on, so it won't hurt.
All right, I will land on Julian's arm and give a few playful hoots and.
Julian, give me a force roll.
Me give you. Oh gosh. Is he the same actual weight as he normally is? In fact,
Give me
That
an
would be
agility
awesome.
roll.
give you what?
An agility roll.
What are you trying to do here? So yeah, force is 2. Agility, nothing.
So Henrik lands on your arm
Mm-hmm.
and sort of hoots at you. And then there is a shimmering in the air, and suddenly Henrik is on top of you. You crash to the ground. But you fortunately you don't receive any damage.
It's just
But
a
you do have a complete Henrik lying on top of you.
Get off! Julian sort of shakes his arm out from under and dusts himself down.
His feet.
Oh man, I wanted to do the whole. I was gonna go over all of Uppsala.
Well, I can transform you again later.
How long was that? Does anybody have a pocket watch? Anybody looking?
He was about 5 or 6 minutes
Impressive.
with his flight time and all that sort of stuff.
Not too bad, eh?
Mm.
So I don't really know what I can use that for, but you know, it's something.
Well, that would be super useful if we needed someone who could fly or see in the dark. Yeah, that would be very useful.
No, that would be incredibly useful if we find ourselves in certain situations that we can't get out of, for example, and we need somebody of roughly the size of a mouse to slip under a door.
I was thinking someone the size of a bear.
To break down the door, I suppose.
2 options.
Sure, but one of the advantages is that we can transform like on the other side of the wall or whatever the obstacle is. Right? Like I could become an owl or a mouse, go to the other side of the gate, unlock it for everyone else to come in when I turn back into a human.
Yes.
Anna, are there any limits to how many times you can use it in
How
kind
do
of
you
close
feel?
I
succession?
feel fine. I don't think there's any limits, but they did slightly warn me that there would be a price. But at the moment, I feel great, so I don't think there can be that bad of a price.
Well, a price doesn't necessarily mean physical. So, as your doctor, please report to me any, and I mean for the moment, any strangeness.
I'm also considering what it would feel like to eat a mouse, and I'm not getting any good vibes from that. So I feel
it
okay.
last 5 or 6 minutes then.
Did they say who would pay the price, though?
No. Anna looks at Henrik and is like, "Are you all right, mate?"
Yeah, no, I don't feel hungry for mice, and I can't turn my neck further than I could as a human. So my fingers are featherless.
So at the moment, it would seem to be a success.
Yes.
And the fullness of time will either prove or disprove that.
Yes. I do know humans are meant to have this power.
Aren't.
Also, the person I pick doesn't need to be willing. So if there's anyone we wanted to like pop in a box, we could do that too.
Oh, that's a good one.
Turn someone into a snail, that kind of thing.
And then swoosh or not swoosh.
Depending on who the snail needs to be.
What did they say if they were killed in the animal form?
Oh yes, what would happen to the body?
They didn't say.
Well, that too can be an interesting experiment for the future.
Indeed. Yes.
Where did the extra mass go? Like, I weighed way more than that owl. Where did it go?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Didn't ask that many questions about this. Feeling like maybe I should have done. But
Well, somebody went to get troll magic, and I was not allowed. So,
Well, did you ask questions?
I wasn't allowed to go get troll magic training, if you recall.
I do recall. I just wondered if you asked the questions anyway.
I would have if I was doing troll magic training, but I was not. I'm trying to learn alchemy now, and guess what? An owl can carry a vial of explosive liquid in its beak.
I didn't see anything going on with that plan.
Absolutely not.
Cool. Well, what now?
Well, maybe we could go and see Linnea.
Well, we also had we were considering going up to, what was that town? Starts with an H or a B. That we did a bunch of research on last time. I'm trying to find that.
Also, though, I know they told me not to use it on animals,
But
if it did, and if I could turn an animal into a human, Anna looks pointedly at Ghost.
I didn't want to bring that up, but yes, that is considerable.
I was thinking about that as well. See, it wouldn't. Yeah, what do you think? First of all, what do you think, Maude, about that?
I think it's probably natural that we were all thinking about it.
Ghost shrinks away.
Oh.
But
That's not a good sign.
no, I think we'd want to be very sure before any tests were made. But it might mean that we could bring her back without someone having to die.
But not permanently. It only lasts for 5-6 minutes at a time.
Taika says for 5 minutes, that's just cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Lady Hawk.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie.
I could always try on another dog first and see how that works before I try on Ghost.
Well, but we won't. The problem is that we wouldn't know. Like if you did it with like a dog and a chicken, to see if the chicken act like a dog or whatever, right? If you transformed a dog, because if you transformed a dog into a person, you don't know.
It would be a dog personality and a human, but that's fine because Ghost is a human in a dog. So they would have the human personality when they became human.
Right. But then we have to find a way to make it permanent. And we don't know if actually it was the same, like the soul transfer mechanism that turned Vanessa into Ghost, if that would still work with this mechanism.
No, I
You
don't.
know what I mean? Like if they're compatible, if the troll magic transformation is sort of just an illusion type thing or a small transformation versus Vanessa's soul is in.
I don't know. Anna looks to Maude. I will experiment or not experiment however you want. And you, Ghost, as well.
I think given that she doesn't look very keen on the idea, I think we would need to be a lot more certain of the results before we gave it a try.
Okay.
So the next experiment would be to use it on an animal and see what that effect is.
Yes. Although, didn't the trolls say you shouldn't do that?
That's right.
They did, yeah.
It could, for all we know, it could not be compatible with animal anatomy and just kill the animal. Anything that isn't sentient, for example, we don't know.
It could be they transform for 5 minutes and then just die because it doesn't have a mind.
I will
That's
go
the
with whatever the
question.
majority want to experiment with.
How much is to do with the actual animal anatomy and how much is to do with the mind or soul?
Well, my experience was pretty cool. I could feel the feathers and stuff. It felt weird. I enjoyed it.
I'm not sure where human and animal souls differ. Anna looks to Henrik.
Well, I think
they technically don't have souls. I think.
According to the church, correct.
That's ridiculous. Says Julian, just loud enough.
I sort of agree with Julian there. All right.
I think it's worth waiting and watching and seeing what future use of the magic brings.
I agree, Maude.
Sounds good.
Right. What were we were gearing up to do something. We had an idea of such and such.
You were chasing Henrik's vision to us.
We were, but then it sort of.
But we had the other quest that we had two things that pointed us to one location. I'm trying to find out where it is in my notes, what the name of that place was.
Yes.
Started with a B or an H, I'm pretty sure.
Sand.
There you go.
Yes, it was mentioned twice, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we were thinking, and once in connection to an old Vaesen and society thing, and once in connection to the Seal of Solomon story. It didn't say it was there, but the Seal of Solomon story.
That is where the trail leads, and where we may find the next lead, as it were. What's the place called, Andrew? Could you spell it for us?
Harnessand.
Harnessand, right.
Where is it on the map?
I was going to say, if you open the map on your on your screen.
Yep.
And if you zoom in.
Yep.
So you'll see Uppsala.
Yes.
Above that. So if you go up, you see Söderhamn.
Yep.
If you keep going up, you see Hudiksvall.
Oh, is it just above Sundsvall?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That is really tiny though. I still can't read it.
Harnessand.
Harnessand.
The train does go right there.
We should go and see Linnea and see if she knows anyone there.
Yeah, see if she can remind us about any of the things that happened there as well.
Exactly.
And whether she's been having any bad dreams recently.
Good idea. Let's do it. It's the morning, right? They just got back. Because we got ready to leave right after I woke up.
Yeah.
So yes, you guys got up at about 9, and then you got yourself sorted. So we're now talking. It's sort of midday-ish because you guys have obviously been sat around discussing, and so we are around about midday.
All right, let's go see Linnea.
Yeah, we ask Algot to fetch us the carriage.
Well, yeah, because obviously you had Emma sat up front when the others
Right.
came back.
We're ready to go. By the way, Anna, did they say what would happen if you tried to use it on a Vaesen?
No.
More experimentation lies before us.
Yes.
And
And
remember,
slightly more nervous at all
comes
this.
with a price.
So
I'm
true.
a bit nervous at all this talk of experimentation.
They're all happy
Right.
to volunteer your services because it's your services, not theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Emma, would you take us to see our good friend Linnea at the asylum, please?
Of course. Yes.
It's bizarre having another character called Emma when there is a real person Emma here.
It always confuses me as well.
Right? Like Andrew will say Emma and I'm like, hey?
Like,
Which one?
Emma's here. I'm like, no, she's Maude. I'm like, oh no, wait, another Emma.
Okay, so you tootle off to the asylum.
I'm muted. Hello, Linnea. How are you?
Oh, there's timing. I was just about to go out.
Oh, terribly sorry.
That's okay. It's always nice to see you. How
And
can
for
I
us
help?
too.
What can I do you for?
Well, we wondered if you happen to know anyone in the region of Harnosand, as it happens.
Harnosand?
We are trying to do some research which we hope might lead us to the Seal of Solomon.
Oh, you're still after that?
Yes, we mentioned it last time, didn't we?
Harnosand means something to me, but I can't. Oh dear, my memory isn't quite what it was.
It seems like the society have been going up there once in a while. Like, it seems like it's a popular... Over the years, the society has visited that region many times.
I'd have to say, priest, that the society has visited many areas many times over the course of its existence. After all, we've been around a long time.
I can imagine.
But Harnosand, I'm so sorry. I really can't think of anything specific. I've never been myself.
You don't know anyone who lives nearby, for example, like in Sundsvall?
I'm afraid not.
Oh,
The only thing I really know of Harnosand is that it's almost like a meeting point, a local meeting point. It's kind of like there's lots of mining and forestry in the area. It's where all the organizations and the companies, they tend to meet at Harnosand to put everything on the train to go to other parts of Sweden. So it's a bit of a meeting place. Other than that, it doesn't seem to have much going for it. It's just a convenient location, from all I understand.
But it's generally a mining place.
Not actually mining there itself, no, but mining and forestry. It's kind of where the local area, everything comes in there and goes off on the main train route. But I believe more forestry than mining these days.
All right. It's very little to go on.
I'm really sorry. It's not a place I've been.
No, it's not your fault. We just What are our clues that we have? Who's got the clues we've got?
One of them was in a handout, and the other one I can't remember. I'm trying to remember which one.
Anna seems to only be half listening to the conversation. She's taken out the compass that she got for Christmas/New Year and is just watching it.
Julian notices this and sort of leans over slightly.
Anna notices Julian lean and snaps it shut and puts it in her pocket.
Continually shut out, he mumbles.
Did Julian see anything, Andrew, before Anna managed to get it closed?
Not if you snapped it shut straight away, no.
When would Anna have noticed that Julian was leaning over?
Just in case.
Ooh.
Do the same, please, Anna.
Observation.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I tell him then?
I'm guessing I see a thing, but I can't make sense of it. That kind of thing.
All you would have seen is what looks like the broken face of a compass.
The broken face. That's interesting.
I don't mean broken as in the glass is cracked. It's just there's a compass.
What in the Jack Sparrow?
there's a compass, but it doesn't have a proper needle on it.
It doesn't point north. Yeah, I've heard this story before. Righto. I just sort of like, don't say anything about it though. We need to figure out where in Harnessand we're going to go. For example, we don't even know if there's a library there or anything, which would be one of our main focal points. We can't exactly rock up to the nearest tavern and start asking people if they've ever heard of the Seal of Solomon.
Well, right, but so this guy died 1792. So I'm looking at 3.1 Edmund Westerholm. And so he mentions Harnestrand at the end of that one. So he said he got to a remote library in Harnestrand, but that must have been in the last, it couldn't have been 100 years ago because he wouldn't have been born. So it was probably in the last 50 years. So hopefully that library is still existing.
Well, let's hope, yeah.
And then I can't remember what the other reference to Harnostrand was. Because this one,
what did it say in that? Just that he got there.
This was the guy who was tracking down the Seal of Solomon and finding out about soul things. This was our research from last time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there was another reference to Harnostrand in another thing.
Yes, there was. It was the abbot's letter to you.
All right, he was traveling through it, and he got records there too about what I was asking about the Natrom. So there is still a library there.
His was if you read, his was found in the church in Harnosand.
Well, then we have 2 locations all of a sudden.
Did you guys want to head up there? We're already mostly packed.
Well, I think we're halfway through the day now, so I think we ought to go gather our strength and then spend tomorrow actually traveling.
I can sleep on the train.
Maybe.
We've been here for the last at the castle for the last week while we're waiting for them to get learn troll magic.
I haven't. Anna puts her hand up.
Yeah, don't be so snippy about it, Henrik. Just because you're a man of the cloth, you have so many other benefits. All these saints looking over your shoulder. Anna learns how to turn humans into squiggly things, and all of a sudden it's the end of the world. Now, let's go home and get some sleep.
No, it's not. It's the beginning. I want to be an owl every day.
No, I can turn you into an owl every day, Henrik. I don't think I can turn myself into an animal, so you've got that going for you.
The journey to Harness Sand will take over a day.
So, let's...
And you certainly didn't pack for any lengthy journey because you were only going to travel an hour up the road.
Right.
Linnea, if you think of anything, obviously we will
I will send a message immediately.
Please. And we will be hopefully somewhere that makes sense if you need to send us anything in Harnesand.
If I can find anyone I can ask, I will ask.
You take care of yourself.
Where were you headed, Linnea?
Home.
Oh, where was that?
Oh, I just stay. I have a.
Oh, that's right. She does
a little apartment above a pub in town.
Well, we can take you there in the carriage if you like.
No, it's nice to walk.
As long as you're sure.
Linnea, you know or have learned about magic, haven't you?
I'm familiar with magic.
Do you know
It
what
was my obviously I rest her soul. I had a friend, as you know.
Do you know what the price is for using magic?
Are you talking about sort of human witchcraft, or?
Yes, or human using troll magic.
She inhales sharply and leans back. Well. She sits and she looks very thoughtful. She looks at you, dead in the eye. And she just stares into your eyes. You have, haven't you?
Yes.
Fascinating. I'd always heard it was a possibility, but I have never. No, I'm afraid I have no idea what the cost could be. Oh, if I was a bit younger, it would be a fascinating study. Oh, dear, she would have enjoyed it.
I see.
It's been more theoretical and rumour and hearsay than anything else in my life until now.
So no one with the society, is there a book or anything that might...
I've never come across anyone in my days that has studied successfully, anyway.
Right.
I think we're good with Linnea.
Yeah, thank you, Linnea.
Oh, it's always lovely to see you.
We'll see you when we get back.
Yes, take care, Linnea.
I can't wait. All the best. Toodaloo.
Bye.
Anna, maybe we should go through all of Olga's books again.
Oh, Anna
If they knew-
spies.
I'll help you.
Books.
I've just spent 5 days reading Henrik. I don't want to read anymore. I'm good.
If anyone knows about costs and to humans using witchcraft, it would be the Satan Sisters, right?
Possibly, but look, I've used it and nothing happened, so I think it's okay.
I'm just gonna do a quick pass over, see if they mention cost in any of those.
You enjoy, Henrik. You
Okay.
enjoy.
Wrong time of year for Passover.
Oh, sorry.
Well, what have you guys been up to? You've had the castle for 5 days. What's been going on?
What? What
You've
puzzle?
just been chilling.
Well, yes, pretty much. Russia was very cold.
Well,
You've helped build a pig pen for William.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right. We did that.
With some of my own handiwork. A little bit.
Right. How good is Julian's handiwork building a pig pen?
50-50.
I don't know. I can do an agility roll if you like.
Oh, please do. Please do.
In all seriousness, can I?
Well, it wouldn't be agility. It'll be I don't know, more of a force kind of thing, I would imagine.
I feel like it's manual labour, isn't it, building a pig pen?
Yeah.
So how sort of okay did I do? I did terribly. Algot had to come along and get the other servants to basically pick up everything and do what I got horrifically wrong, and William would have just wandered off where she liked. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Julian is in a supervisory capacity rather than an
Yes.
actual pushing up.
The kind of supervisory where you don't actually listen to anything he says. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Let's go.
Okay, so you go back to the castle.
Packing.
So is the idea that you're going to prepare to go to Harnesand in the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so.
Algot, could you make some arrangements? We've got to go to Harnesand soon. We need tickets and things like that. Annoyingly.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's fine. You'll be able to pick them up from the station in the morning, or whenever it is you choose to travel. That's fine.
It's going to take over a day. Any idea where we can sleep along the way? Do we get off the train? What should we do?
Is there an overnight train?
It would be a full day, so it would be. I guess you book yourself get yourself into a sleeper car.
I can cope with that.
Nice.
I will find out how you make the way from the final station to Harnesand itself. It shouldn't be a problem.
Very kind of you.
I will send the staff out, I suppose.
Thank you.
No, not a problem at all.
It's going to go have a route.
Matilda will go. She's quite good at this sort of thing.
How is our Matilda settling in? She's been here quite a while now.
Oh, she's a good cook, as I'm sure you've experienced. Yes. Very useful. It's been quite nice having you all around at the castle for a little while. It's been a while since we've had your company for more than a few days.
Quite.
Yes.
Well, all of us bar Captain Coombe and Ms. Maude.
So, is there anything else you guys want to do?
Before we head off the mission, I would like to go to the occult temple and grab a new item.
Yeah, can I have a look in the general library, as it were, for any more on Harnesand specifically?
Yep, you can have a look.
I did a looking for costs of human doing sorcery, starting with Olga's books. I got one.
Oh, for God's sake!
Okay, and Julian got none. Right, one thing at a time. So whilst you're rummaging around in the occult workshop, Anna, you get drawn to a book. A very old, leather-bound book that has clearly been handled many, many times. And as you pull it out from the drawer you find it in, you're very confused to see the words Holy Bible written on it.
Okay.
Have yourself a holy Bible.
Anna flicks through it and was like, oh, so this is the thing that Henrik finds so intriguing.
Henrik, you do not find...
There's not a holy Bible in the list of items to add.
There isn't a Bible?
No. Oh, maybe I just
Just
do
a
Bible.
Bible.
Come up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Sebastian has a question in the
Yes.
chat.
Apparently I can hear but not speak again. Is it worth approaching our academic contact about troll magic?
It seems to be the same for Taika. And yes, I can try and pop along to see if I can see my cousin.
Doesn't your cousin not believe in Vaesen?
That doesn't mean that he's not interested in that kind of thing. Remember, he was hanging out with trolls and did not know that they were trolls. All that mythology stuff.
Yeah, if he considers it mythology, he still knows it.
Exactly.
So yes, absolutely, Sebastian. If you want to go and do that, you can. Julian, you don't find anything. Sebastian, you don't find anything either. There's lots of flowery talk about witchcraft in the generic sense, and sort of a lot of what you read looks like the sort of thing that you'd see in a fairy tales and kind of weird concoctions and lots of chanting, but nothing that you don't find anything that refers to troll magic. When you go and see him at the university, Sebastian, he kind of looks at you rather blankly and says, humans can use troll magic? I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, we're talking about the mythical. I know what happened in the village and what have you, but people can't use magic. Sure.
Isn't there some story from ancient times that maybe flies under the radar?
I thought you were looking at in the library.
Oh, well, he's my cousin, which is why I went along.
Oh, you went along. Yeah, okay.
Finding nothing in the library, I go along with Sebastian. I apologize.
Help yourself. Have a look if you like. But it's kind of my home time now. So, but I'm afraid I don't know anything. But yes, you can stay as long as you like to look through my books. So it's about, at this point, 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
We'll have a quick rummage.
Have a quick rummage. Give me another learning roll then.
Variant.
You too, Sebastian.
Don't suck.
Don't suck.
One. Something. Come on.
You find nothing.
What? For goodness sake.
You still find nothing.
And now you feel really fatigued.
Yeah. No, that wasn't a push. He has a bonus. Wanted to really earn my nothing. Well, you have. You can be absolutely certain that there is nothing in the university library that talks about people being able to use troll magic. Because it's an academical institution that does not believe in such stupid things as the actual usage of magic by people. That isn't scientific. So there we go. Oh. Okay, so anybody else doing anything? Because
Anna would like to quickly visit the chapel while people are bibbling elsewhere.
Going to the chapel. Yes, of course you can.
Is this one of the chapels where they have like the holy water out?
If Henrik, if you're talking about the chapel at the castle,
Yeah.
then unlikely that Henrik will have left holy water out. I mean, it's possible.
Well, that's where I get it from. And so, but I did pack it this morning. But there should be some, drops left. I don't know where it comes from.
Is there
It's a miracle.
I mean, if you were to go into one of the proper churches or to the cathedral in town, then there would definitely be some holy water to bless yourself on the way in. But the little chapel that's just basically for the house
doesn't have any.
Unlikely.
I already packed it up.
Anna wanders around then trying to look and not really sure where she's supposed to look for holy water, and then sort of gives up and wanders back into the house and chills.
Julian and Sebastian will get back about 8:30.
We couldn't throw us a little bit of dinner together, could you, Elgot? And I'm going to bed. We might as well start nice and early.
Absolutely, there will be some dinner being kept warm for you. The others probably would have eaten already, but
right. You'll find me in the kitchen for the next few minutes.
Okay. Anything else anybody wants to do to get ready? Or you finish getting ready in the morning?
Sebastian has said a thing.
Sebastian has another comment.
If we have time, we went to a place in town that was an office of a former society member, found books, etc., more in a secret place. Is it worth retrieving more of these for our library?
Are you talking about poor Franzi? At least use his name for all he did.
By the way, what did we name our horse?
Cedric.
I was about to say Sebastian. I was like, that's not right.
Cedric.
Well, I thought we could call it Franzi in honor of him.
No, it was too sad. Henrik would have picked smart.
It was too sad.
Sorry, Cedric it is. But I think I took all of the books that looked useful.
You took everything that was useful.
Tyker's like, he died for our sins.
Yeah.
He did. Very much
He really
so.
did.
Okay.
Anna would like to then...
Oh, hello. Just a minute. I suddenly thought we might have something on YouTube, and we do. Thank you to our regular watcher. Does the victim of the magic have to volunteer to change? Or could you change an enemy into something conquerable?
No.
Yes, we've already discussed that one.
We've been able
and
to,
that's fine. Holy water is regular water blessed by a priest. Henrik should know. Well, absolutely.
Yeah, Henrik.
Yeah. So, very much so.
So yeah, go do your thing, mate.
Oh, hello. Why am I saying this?
Anna would like to then wander and find... Is Julian in the kitchen?
Yes, I'm snaffling food.
I was going to join him in the kitchen. Julian, your meditation, Anna sort of slightly uses air quotes, thing that you do regularly. Could I join you? I feel like that might be useful.
Of course. I was hoping to get one in before I actually fell asleep. Let me get this down my neck, and then we can go into the medical bay, if you like.
Is there anything I need to bring?
Or as much concentration as you can muster.
I will do my best. And it wanders off.
And sort of 5 minutes later, Julian emerges and is like, right, ready if you are.
Yeah, Anna looks slightly distracted. Yes, of course. Yes. Concentration, here, ready.
Why? May I ask why all of a sudden the interest in meditation?
For the magic.
To try and focus it?
Yes. would we be able to do it in the occult temple rather than the med bay?
I suppose. Occult temple might have some things that might prompt some thoughts if you look at it, but I suppose if we close our eyes, that can work. Lead the way.
Right. Let's do it. Is it sort of a thing you go, yes, let's do this to a meditation, or is it more chill?
No, I suppose you can. Absolutely. You can be enthusiastic about it. I'm sure that helps.
Let's enthusiastically meditate.
Mm.
Anna wanders in and is just sort of going to copy and try and mirror whatever Julian does when he enters the space. It's like...
Wait,
Julian
can you enthusiastically meditate? Is that actually...
Yes, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
Julian sort of finds a place that's roughly comfortable to sit and kind of does the whole cross-legged thing.
And then legs in front of him.
So remember as well, if you're using the occult temple, that you could gain one of you can gain an extra advantage by meditating in the occult temple prior, which is what Maude had been doing.
Oh, Maude, do you want to join us? Anna shouts down the corridor.
But
No, that's you.
Well, anybody can do it. But,
Okay, but that would give you a bonus to magic because it's anytime you can use occult stuff.
it's an advantage which gives you it's an occultist ability.
Right. So now all you do is basically sit here, and anytime a thought tries to distract you, just tell it to go away.
How?
It might take a few goes, but just starting will help. It's almost like getting comfortable with the darkness behind your eyes, so to speak, and just sort of looking at that for a bit.
Anna looks immediately confused and keeps like closing her eyes. Is like, is there darkness or is there like? But there's things. What?
All right, let's try something simpler. All I want you to focus on, and I mean all,
Yes.
is just the fact that you breathe in and you breathe out. You don't even need to do anything particularly to it. Just sort of focus on that. And if ever you find your mind is wanted, just go, oh, never mind, and come back to breathing.
Anna takes a much deeper breath than normal.
Julian's sort of like, remember to breathe out, Miss Clear.
Yes, that too. Anna breathes out.
And Julian sort of sits there and then has like this vague little hovering hairline between his eyebrows, trying to not think about Anna and whatever she's doing while he meditates.
Just a nerve starts twitching in the side of his neck.
He's barely certain he can.
What she's been up to the last 5 days.
You can almost hear her opening her eyes and looking at him as if to say, are we still doing it? We're still doing it.
Yeah, literally. It's like, we done? No, we're not done. Breathing. How do you breathe? How long do you breathe for? It's sort of a little bit in through the nose, then someone's going through the mouth, and there's a lot of fidgeting happening.
Poor Anna. She's trying, which is very sweet.
She's trying. She's get better at this blasted thing.
So, you manage your meditation. One of you can take that advantage of occultist, which enables you to potentially do a seance.
Should we roll for it?
Well, or one of you can just choose to take it. You can just choose, really.
Well, seeing as she's got the magic, I'll let you have it, Ms. Coombe.
Okay.
It's just an extra advantage.
An extra advantage. So do I get another advantage?
Well, if the same as before, any sort of mystery or whatever, you can create advantage by doing something. I mean, you can always say that meditation was an advantage to help you if you were to use your magic, for example.
Okay. I will do that.
Focus in on using the magic.
Magic
gives you the extra 2 dice for that. Okay, right. If nobody else is doing
you get
anything,
to do a prepare, right?
yeah.
I keep forgetting we are allowed to do a prepare.
Yes.
Okay, so I've been reading in this library this whole time, so that's my prepare. I'm
Okay.
preparing learning time.
Learning about what? What is it you're...
I'm spending all my time in the library and prepping my mind for library research.
Okay. So, yeah, give yourself a bonus for... Well, that's fine. Okay, right. So, we done for the day?
Maude is never knowingly left behind on a library trip, so she would be in the library as well.
In it.
The only question is whether Julian didn't find anything on Harnesand because there's nothing to find. In which case she would have a look as well in some different books. And also anything on the Seal of Solomon.
Okay. Let's have a look. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I'll use my practice time to practice beyond my pistols. I haven't done that in a while. That's fair enough. Maude's got 2, so you're looking up Harnesand.
And the Seal of Solomon.
Okay. Okay, so Harnesand has been in existence for quite some time at this point. Founded in 1647. It was quite a strong ecclesiastical base during the missions into the Sapmi area, which you would know today as Lapland. For quite a small town, it's considered very learned. And considering how it was used as quite a hub, it's quite very quiet and very reserved. Used to host a lot of seminary debates and theological debates there. And really not much else. That's kind of all you find. With regards to the Seal of Solomon, you find there's a new handout now in your handouts for you, Maude. 3.2. 3.2, the history of the Seal of Solomon.
Does everyone have that?
I have shared it with everyone else. But if somebody would like to share it for the purpose of those people who are watching us online.
Yeah. Okay. So the history of the Seal of Solomon, found in a general history book in the main library. The Seal of Solomon, often depicted as a signet ring, is one of the most enduring symbols of mystical kingship. According to ancient sources, the ring was said to have been granted to Solomon by divine forces, allowing him to command spirits, control the winds, and exert dominion over both earthly and ethereal realms. In various accounts, the ring bore an inscription known only to Solomon and his closest advisors, granting him unparalleled wisdom and power. The legend of the seal appears across multiple cultures, from the Hebrew scriptures to Islamic mysticism, where it is said to have given Solomon the ability to control jinn and spirits. Medieval grimoires reference the seal as a protective symbol, often inscribed upon amulets and charms to ward off malevolent forces. Though widely accepted as a ring, some esoteric scholars have speculated that the seal may have been an object of a different form, perhaps a tablet, a gemstone, or a sacred artifact imbued with divine authority. Various texts recovered from the medieval period reference attempts to locate the seal, yet none have produced definitive proof of its existence. In the Crusades, certain factions of the Knights Templar were rumoured to have sought the seal, believing it to be the key to commanding divine forces. Some sources claim that fragments of the seal may have surfaced in Europe during this period, though no verifiable evidence has ever been recovered.
Dun, dun, dun. So there we go. Okay. Any more? Are we settling down for the night to get an early start in the morning?
Settling down for night. I was going to head to her room.
Okay. Give me an inspiration roll, please, Anna.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Am I inspired that that's a really bad idea?
Nope. So,
I'm sorry.
The answer to your question is yes, there is.
Mm-hmm.
So, give it a go.
And I also get +2.
If you use it, you cannot use it again.
Oh, okay. No, I won't use it then.
You get to use it once.
Okay.
I'm going to buy a crowbar as my gear that I'm spending my money on. Was Anna going to get the tripwire to see if we can use that finally for something?
Yes, you hear a slight shriek from upstairs.
Okay, I'll pick it up in town. Anybody else want to get any other gear? We also haven't been filling out our...
You won't have much luck getting any gear, Henrik, because you spent time in the... So you wouldn't have... You spent time in the library in the afternoon, so by the time you would have left, places would have been shut.
All right. Never mind.
So you could pick stuff up on your way to the train station in the morning. But...
Sounds good to me. I was just sorry, I was muted. I was just reminding everyone that we haven't been using our resource points.
Where's the list where we choose what we're spending them on?
You got your equipment, the equipment list. In
the handouts. It's handouts.
Yeah.
Oh, book collection used to find information for learning. You get a bonus to learning. That's not bad. Exactly. Yeah, I wrote all those down. Maude, were you taking the quarterstaff?
Always.
Okay. And then I assume it's also the rope, lantern, Julian's pistol, and I was going to take the pepper box shotgun as well.
Okay. So you settle down for the night. And when you all wake up in the morning, light is streaming through your windows. And you all ache. There's sort of a stiffness. And you don't feel like you're particularly well rested. I mean, you've definitely slept. But considering how much light's coming through the window, you would expect to feel slightly more rested than you had done. And at this point, Julian, lose 1 from your learning score.
What?
And lose 1 from vigilance.
Why?
Anna, lose
permanently?
2. Anna, lose 2 from vigilance and take 1 mental condition. 1 mental condition.
This is from our rolls.
You feel frightened, but you're not quite sure why. You're just completely on edge. Henrik, lose 1. Hang on. Henrik, lose 1 from investigation, 1 from manipulation, and 1 from vigilance. These are permanent reductions to your scores, people.
Damn you!
Fuck, well, this is way to stop us getting more bloody powerful, isn't it?
Maude, lose 1 from learning and 1 from stealth.
Oh no!
Taika, lose 1 from investigation and 2 from vigilance.
Oh, not her investigation. That's a low blow, mate.
Sebastian, you take 1 mental damage. And throughout this next little while, you are just going to hear something whispering in your ear.
I just know that Sebastian is coming back with a quip. I can feel it. Sebastian is typing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andrew. I lost 1 investigation, 1 manipulation, and 1
Vigilance.
Oh, good.
These are permanent reductions to your scores. So you will have, I mean, obviously you can recover them by spending your XP on them, but these are permanent reductions to your scores.
So we just wake up like this, feeling like hell, and feeling out of
And dumber.
I would quit.
Maybe we went on a really, really long sleepwalk.
really, really big bender, more like.
Well, any of you that choose to look out of your bedroom window into the light, the snow's all melted.
It was
Exactly how long have we been asleep?
Julian opens up the window to have a better look outside.
It's a crisp morning, and you can swear in the garden outside you can see what look like snowdrops.
Exactly how long have we been asleep?
Julian jumps up and puts on his dressing gown and literally flies down the stairs. Algot!
I imagine pretty much everyone is flying down the stairs at this point.
Anna's emerging with sort of a gun in one hand, sword in another, as sort of against a wall as she's sort of slightly coming down. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Imagine the max you can add to a skill has gone up by 1 to recover the gap. No, you're taking 1 off your current score. So no, the max isn't going up. You're taking 1 less. So if you had 3 of something, you now only have 2 in that.
Julian is screaming Algot's name, and if he doesn't pop up, he's going to scream Matilda's name.
The laughter
Women's
I was
name,
having
whoever.
internally when in the group chat the other day, Sebastian, you commented about how you just level up and you can max out, and there's
It's your fault, Sebastian.
Yeah.
Not
Shush,
cool.
Sebastian.
Not
Jinxed
cool,
us.
But hey, you
Oh.
absolutely had.
God.
I found that amusing. So as you all kind of crash downstairs in different states of dress and various levels of
He wants
confusion.
to know if we've topped off, as it were. Can we not reach the top again? I'm sure
It
we
has the
can.
top window. No. Oh no. You can learn it. You can get it back again.
Mm.
It's not. You're not deducting the maximum. Just deducting from what you currently have.
It's like having fibro. We're just not as good as something that we were good at.
So as you reach the bottom of the stairs, Algot sort of comes out of the kitchen and goes, "Oh, good morning. Sleep well. Breakfast's nearly ready. Happy Fastelvan, by the way.
What?
And he disappears.
Happy what now?
What's
Fastelvan.
What's that?
It's some sort of Easter thing.
Easter?
Julian managed to possibly get to the front door, throw the doors open, and throws up.
What?
So we've slept a few months off away last night then. Mhm.
Or we don't have memory of the last few months.
Elgot, what day is it?
It's... He looks at you rather confused. Well, it's the 2nd of March.
Julian is dry heaving.
I mean...
Anna is instantly checking herself for fresh scars.
Are you all okay? I mean,
It's
been lovely to have you all here for all this time, but you seem to be going slightly doolally. By the way, did you get whatever it is you've been working on resolved?
What were we working on? We went to sleep last night. Tell me if I'm wrong, everyone. We were about to get the train to go to Harnesand in the morning.
Yes, that's what I remember.
January.
Harnesand?
That's the last thing we remember. We were about to go to Harnesand. We prepped for it.
Oh, I seem to remember something about that, but you told me in the morning that you changed your mind and you were going to be staying to do works to the castle.
What works have we done to the castle?
What did we do? What have we been doing for the last 2 months?
Well, you've obviously the William's pen has been stabilized. Apologies, Master Julian, but I couldn't keep my hands off. And well, I'm rather confused. What you've obviously we've got Vera now, and you sorted out the work on the on clearing out the corridor upstairs. And there's something that you seem to have been working on, but you haven't really wanted to talk about it.
I don't remember any of this. Anyone ringing any bells for anybody? Somebody tell me they were awake during this.
No, Anna's looking very wide-eyed and is still clutching both weapons.
No.
Julian sort of stumbles, looking very white in the face, and says, Anna, I know you normally have some brandy or something like that about you. Couldn't have a swig, could I?
Yeah, and with trembling fingers pulls out her flask and passes it over. Help yourself there, Julian.
And he literally knocks it back.
Oh, Anna's about to... that's quite potent, mate. Okay.
It needs to be, and sort of almost falls into her as he gives it back.
Anna studies him as like, oh, I'd maybe sit down, remembering how he reacted after a sip of brandy, let alone downing Anna's own personal.
Oh God, is this homemade?
Yes!
Oh wow. Julian's suddenly cross-eyed. Oh, wonderful.
Forgotten gallery, which we forgot about. Yes, indeed, Taika.
Is that where we've been? Is that what's going on? Where's...
I do think Julian needs to roll something for downing Anna's entire bottle of primary stash.
Agility?
What do you reckon, Andrew?
No, I think that's a force roll, in fact. It absolutely is a force roll.
Just lost one of my forces.
Oh, there you go.
I am.
You absolutely, yeah. I think the adrenaline is
obviously counteracting. They're sort of leveling each other out. Right, Algot, gather the servants, would you please?
Yes, of course.
Get everyone in the salon.
So into the front room or the back room?
The one with more chairs.
Well, that would be the back room.
There you go.
Back room.
While he's doing that, I go back up to my room at my desk.
Mm-hmm.
Is the back room the one with the piano?
Yes.
My desk, where I'm writing my
the annals.
The annals, but also in my room, I'm writing I'm slowly working on my encyclopedia of the saints. But yeah, I'll check the annals first. Were there any entries made during?
Have a look in your handouts now, Leaf.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. Oh no. I'll read it out. Each entry is brief and dull, as if someone had deliberately avoided depth. Dated daily from 15th January to 29th February, all written in Henrik's hand. Some examples. 20th January. Inspected the south wing roof. Algot believes we should wait until spring for major repairs. Maude found an old brass button beneath the cellar stairs. 5 February. Anna and Taika returned late from town with supplies and frostbitten fingers. Ghost seems fixated on the mirror again. Moved it to the drawing room. 18 February. Julian has grown more withdrawn. Says he hasn't dreamt in weeks. We argued over the bell in the tower. He hears it. I do not. 27 February. Supper with the others. Algot prepared stew. Candle burned down unexpectedly fast. All quiet again now. Maude says something is scratching in the chimney. The entries are eerily mundane until the last very few. The tone shifts subtly at first. Then the final entry, 29 February, in Julian's writing, simply reads, "We found the way out. Maude marked the page. Henrik burned the circle. If this is still here, then it worked."
We've been trapped somewhere all this time.
And we forgot.
But so did everyone else, apparently.
Algot, has anyone come for us? Any letters for us? Anything like that in the past few months?
So as you ask him, the Matilda and Gudrun come in, and they're also followed by someone that you don't recognise.
Hello, who are you?
She looks at you and says, I'm sorry, Master Julian?
Forgive
Who
us.
are you?
Odd things happen here, and have we met before?
She looks at Algot very confused, and Algot nods to her, and she goes, well, yes, Master Julian, I've been here just over a month now.
Under what circumstances were you employed here?
Well, you found me, sir. I'm your new caretaker.
Well, what do you... right.
Anna shimmies past people and is, and she leaves the room.
Forgive us. This is all rather strange. So I just need to talk to all of you, and this is going to sound odd, I'm sure, but you have been seeing us carrying on about our business here at the castle for the past few months, correct?
Yes, Master Julian, of course, says Algot.
Right. Did any one of us talk in any depth about what exactly we were doing? Was there something we'd never mentioned before that we talked about? Was there something we kept saying, for example? Any really odd behaviors? Apparently I was withdrawn or something? What's new?
Well, you... it's hard to say, Master Julian. I mean, yes, you do. Obviously, you are all welcome to do as you see fit around the castle. You spent the first... after you decided that you weren't going to travel to Hannesund, you cleared out the gallery upstairs, and you bought. You got the new mirror, of course. You were busy around. You were doing research in the library. It was just kind of keeping busy, really. You were
The new
whispering
mirror.
to each other quite a lot. You seemed very keen not to talk about things in front of us, but that's neither here nor there. Of course, it is your home to do as you wish.
When did we get a new mirror?
Oh, well, it was delivered quite early in January. I suppose it was the day you decided not to go to Hannesand.
And where is it now?
Well, it's where you left it in the drawing room.
Julian literally sprints out to the drawing room.
Okay.
And goes in and very gingerly looks for it. Oh, there it is. It is in the corner. Fabulous. Julian sees it and instantly doesn't really want to get in its line, but just sort of looks at it.
Okay.
Maybe am I allowed an investigation roll, perhaps?
Well, this is what you see. There is the mirror.
Don't like that. Don't like that. Do not like that at all, mate.
Oh no.
Ghost didn't like it either, apparently.
Is he growling?
In the annals, it says Ghost was fixated on the mirror again.
Maude, give me an inspiration roll. So yes, the mirror is, as you can see, it's cracked and broken. Has anybody else gone in, or is it just Julian?
Yeah, okay. I will follow.
Yep, Maude will have gone as well with Ghost.
Anna's obviously not there.
I think in Tekka's message, she's in.
Are you staying? Are you not going upstairs then, Maude?
Oh, I think having seen the mirror, Maude will go upstairs.
So Maude sees the mirror and disappears from the room. So in your handouts now, Maude. Nobody else's. Ha ha ha. So I would like everybody to give me a everyone that's in the parlour, the front room, the drawing room, give me a vigilance roll, please.
I am somewhat vigilant.
Everyone is a little bit vigilant. 1 success.
Okay. So,
Is everyone still in the room with the mirror when Maude comes back downstairs?
I expect so.
I vote we get rid of this thing.
Just a minute. Sorry, yes, you can say that, but So when you look into, we got Taika and Henrik. I don't know what Sebastian's up to, but Henrik and Taika. When you look into the mirror, obviously you can see each other there, but you also experience something else.
Julian sort of backs out of the room and just pops along to where the servants are doubtless looking a bit befuddled in the salon. Where did we get that mirror from? How did it turn up here?
I don't rightly remember. It was delivered, turned up in the morning. You'd ordered it.
No explanation as to where it came from. What do you mean we ordered it? Where did we order it from? Who did we order it from? In town? From abroad? Where?
I don't know. You never told me.
Maud's going to come running downstairs and calling out to everyone to get away from the mirror.
Henrik and Taika, as you're the only two still in the room, can you give me another vigilance roll, please? Henrik, you notice in the fireplace there appears to be the remains of what look like burnt pages from a book.
Okay, and is me and Taika are just looking at each other terrified, I assume?
I would imagine you're both looking at each other pretty terrified. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
pull it down. Pull it down. I say to Taika, we're going to push it down so it's face down on the floor. And then I'm going to investigate the fireplace.
Okay.
Julian
Do we get burnt or anything when we touch it?
What, the mirror?
The mirror?
Nope.
Nothing happens? Okay,
Nope.
so it's face down on the floor.
Okay.
Julian comes on back through, but as he passes the stair, he's going to shout up, "How's it coming, Anna?"
Anna comes out of the dining room.
Yeah. And goes, "Oh, good."
Wonderful.
So,
Maud hits the hall holding the journal that Julian gave her for Christmas, and calls to everybody to find out where you all are.
Down here, Maud.
She hurries towards you holding up the book. You can see on some of the pages there are sketches and sigils and scribbled things, lots of which have been crossed out. And she's pointing frantically at the latest entry in the book. The page is smudged and slightly singed at the edge. "Look at this," she reads from the book. "They looped us over and over. Each day was the same, but none of us could see it until we started marking what changed. Henrik's journal held firm. That's how we knew. The reflection shows her first. Always her. But if we mirror her back, if we move before she does, it breaks the hold. We think the sigil works. We placed it behind the mirror, then lit the fire. She screamed. We didn't look back. We must not look back. I don't know if I'll remember writing this. But if I do, Maude, read this aloud. If the ink is real, we're free." That's it. That's how we got back.
Wait, so this is from Ghost?
No, I wrote this. I think I must have done last night. This is how we got free. It looks like we've been reliving the same thing over and over.
And over again.
Is there anything written on the back of the mirror or
I
behind
don't
it?
like this. I don't like this at all.
So on the back of the mirror, there is what looks like burn marks in a shape of a very strange sigil. But in the paper, bits of paper you pick up from the fire, Henrik, you see a few bits are still legible. And one piece in particular is very legible, which is now in your handouts as well.
No, thank you. No.
I vote we burn this thing.
Can somebody read out what it says for people watching?
Oh,
It says, a rare reflection-based Vaesen that mimics life with perfect memory. Her trap is a dream of normalcy. The longer you stay, the more you forget you ever left. Weakness, mirror fire, memory sigils, and shared ritual action must not be acknowledged directly. I'm assuming that means we don't talk to her? Or does that mean we don't even acknowledge that we see her?
but I think it would be both.
Let's pretend this never happened.
But the question is, how did she get here? She's been inside the castle.
How did the mirror get here? That's the question.
Well, she...
The new girl, is that connected to the mirror?
Well, why don't you go and find out if all is well in the other room, Ms. Coombe?
Please find out when we hired Vera. If it was
I will
before
go
or
find
after
her.
the
Hannah
mirror.
nods and
If there is a concurrence
Maude is
of
going to
dates.
stare from Julian to Anna and just be just going to leave how weirdly they are talking because there's too much weirdness now. Just let them do their thing. But she's gonna look.
So Tyka says she said she's been here about a month. Mira was here for almost 3.
We have no way of verifying anything. I don't know. For all we know, everybody else in the castle has been exactly the same as us. And they wouldn't know. Look, I know we've got it face down, but I'm really not happy with this even being inside the house. Why don't we get it outside and maybe we can find some wood to burn the thing with? Or as
I don't think we should burn it.
possibility.
I don't think we should burn it. First of all, I want to look up mirror fire. I want to look up memory sigils. And
I'll look up the mirror fire, you look up the memory sigils. Let's go.
Sure. And also, what was the other one that was in Maude's journal? She said memory sigil, and there's one other thing.
If the ink is real, we're free.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was in the annals. It said Henrik burnt the circle and Maude marked the page. Maude, do you think you can track down the page that you would have marked?
But this would be it.
Is
What,
that
her
This
journal?
journal right here, it's got a smudge on the side of it. That's her marking it, surely.
Oh, so I burned the circle at the... Would the circle be the sigil that was burnt on the back of the mirror?
It's kind of circle shaped.
Okay.
Julian takes the stairs like 2 at a time and is muttering to himself, I hate circles. I hate circles. And looks for mirror fire in the library.
Okay, give me a learning roll. Henrik, you need to give me a learning roll too.
Do not suck. I will push if I have to.
Okay.
Surely I don't need
So,
to.
Anna.
Yep.
Let's do this.
All right. Where is she?
Well, she's in the living room with everyone else.
Oh, she was there with us.
She was in the living room at the back because all of the servants and everything were gathered. So you've got you've got Gudrun and Matilda and
in the back room.
Yeah, and
Right,
Algot.
Anna's gonna walk in then to the main living room and raise her gun at Vera.
Algot steps in front of her.
Algot, step aside.
Mistress Anna, may I ask what it is you're doing?
Algot, you've worked for the society long enough. Don't question this. Vera, come with me.
I'm sorry, Mistress Anna. I am here for the castle and for all of those who reside within, including the staff. I need to understand what's going on.
Something has gone wrong here. Something has gone really wrong.
And you're blaming Vera because...
Because we don't know who she is. Anna is looking very wild and not quite with it.
But she's been here a month now, Miss Anna. What do you mean you don't know who she is?
We don't have a memory of the past 3 months, Algot. Step aside.
If you wish to speak to Vera, please do so, but know that I shall stay with her.
You can come too. Vera, move.
It's okay, Vera. And she sort of looks very confused, but holds her hands up and walks out of the room. Where are you taking her?
To the other living room where the mirror and everyone else was.
Okay.
They all ran off, didn't they, though?
Well, Henrik and Julian have. As far as I know, Maude, Sebastian and Tyker are still in there, but...
Still here.
Mm-hmm.
Anna walks Vera in. Maude, Sebastian, if someone would be so good as to grab a rope.
Anna, Maud's eyes widen at the at the sight of the gun. Just again shakes her head. This is not the moment to try and deal with this. And looks around, goes over to the curtains and takes one of the curtain ties.
Vera, sit. Anna points to the chair, keeping the gun trained on her.
Mistress Anna, if I may be so bold, if you believe that Vera has somehow done something to you, may I ask what you feel tying her up will achieve?
Nothing if she's human. Sit.
Right. May it help if I remind you where she came from?
Please do. And while we do that, please, Vera, can you sit? And Henrik, can you throw some holy water on her for me?
Well, I'm upstairs right now.
Henrik's in the library.
Well, we're going to wait for the priest, but in the meantime, sit down.
You can haul her upstairs. You're allowed to do that.
No,
Yeah.
Sit down. Maud, tie her.
Maud ties her hands and then goes to the door and yells outside, "Henrik!"
I will pause my research and come downstairs. What's going on?
Henrik, we need your holy water. Henrik sees Anna has the gun out trained at the new girl.
Have I learned anything about mirror fire yet?
There's a gun in downstairs. You're in the library.
I have no idea any of this is going on. I've literally just heard Maud holler.
For Henrik, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's research is 2 to 3 hours, so
Oh, for God's sake! Anything could happen in that time.
Yeah, I know.
You told Anna to go get her. Anna went and got her.
I didn't quite mean this.
Yes, but
But Anna.
All right.
right, Algot. How did she get here?
Well, she was recommended by Linnea, and Master Julian went and met her at the asylum.
You came from the asylum?
Julian did.
Yes, Master Julian.
Vera, how do you know Linnea?
Well, she looks at all of you very confused. We went through all this in my interview.
What?
Pretend we didn't.
Well, I graduated from Uppsala as an art historian. I got a job at the sanatorium, working in curation for the artworks that they have donated, which are used to raise money for the sanatorium. I ran art classes for the inmates, which has been a program that had been running for a number of years. I helped with the art classes, which is how I met Linnea. I got on well with Linnea and with the director. And I had an experience with the artwork, which made Linnea want me to meet Master Julian.
What experience?
She looks incredibly confused, but she said, well, there was a figure in a number of the works of art that have been done at the sanatorium over the last 15 years. And studying art is my love. And I eventually put these pieces of art in chronological order, and this figure, when you place the artwork in order, is walking towards you.
Is this figure a woman?
Yes.
What does she look like?
No face. I can't see her face. It's shadowed. But I started getting nightmares, and I saw her in my nightmares. There was something wrong with her mouth, though. But these nightmares always finished with this huge bulk bursting through the walls of the asylum and smashing all the frames as it came into the room. And then I would wake up. I couldn't tell this to the director. I knew that if I was to tell him, that he would have me admitted. But something made me tell Linnea. She seemed like I could tell her anything.
And then did she send for Julian?
Well, she said that Master Julian occasionally comes and helps people at the asylum. And she said about the fact that she knew people that would understand experiences like mine. And she got Mr. Julian to come and meet me. And when he did, he said that you were looking for a caretaker. And that there was lots of artwork and stuff here at the castle, and that I could help with cataloguing and general maintenance around the castle. And I came here and met you all, and I mean, you were all preoccupied with something going on, but you all agreed that I could have the job. And so I started a month ago.
Did you bring anything with you?
I have very little belongings of my own.
And was this mirror already here by the time you arrived?
Did you
Yes.
look into it?
No. No, I remember when I came, it was in the main living room at the back, but then you decided to move it here.
Did we say why?
No, not to me. No.
But you never looked at it. You never actually looked at the mirror?
Well, yes, of course.
And you looked into it. Did you see anything?
It's a mirror. I saw myself.
Have you seen the woman from the art, the paintings, anywhere in this house?
No.
The paintings, were they? There was a series of paintings. How many were there?
At the
At the sanatorium, the series of paintings that had this figure slowly approaching. How many paintings were there?
Probably 15, 20 in total, done over about 15 years.
All by the same artist?
No, lots of different people. Some of the art is really quite good quality, and some of it is not, as you would expect from people in a sanitarium. But there was always something about the figure, and that's what got my attention. The figure was always of a relatively decent quality, no matter the standard of the picture. It was always, even the worst pictures, it was always a little bit better.
And did any of us speak to you about... I assume you told us this story already?
I told Master Julian. None of you asked me about it when I came here, but Master Julian was aware. I told him with Linaire.
And did Master Julian or anyone else talk about looking into these paintings over the last... I don't think it was 3 months. We were at 15th of January, and now it's 2nd March, so it's like more a month and a half.
6 weeks or so.
But none of us went further and spoke to you about this at any point?
No, sir.
And we never asked you to look specifically at any of the paintings in the house?
No, sir.
Have you seen the new gallery we opened? Have you been working up there?
I'm aware that there is a place that you call a gallery. That is, I believe it's off the library, but I don't have permission to go through there. No.
Who said you didn't have permission?
Mr. Algot, when he starts, he says that anything beyond the library is only for your access.
Okay.
Did you throw holy water on her yet, Henrik?
Do you mind if I give you a small blessing, Vera?
Of course not.
So I'll do a full benediction, including holy water on the forehead and everything. I'll do the cross of holy water on her forehead, the full calling down.
Okay. She looks bemused, but okay.
Anna slowly lowers the gun. Okay.
Vera, were there any like you say that it's a figure of a woman with a blurred face or a shadowed face?
The whole figure is shadowed. It's vaguely feminine in shape, but
any art with black dogs or ravens showing up?
Well,
in the past couple months?
Not in the past few months, no. Well, there is all sorts of strange things getting drawn there. It's quite an interesting
Am I stomping
look into
downstairs
people's
now?
thinking. No, not yet.
And all those paintings are still at the what do you call it? Not
At the
infirmary.
sanatorium, at the asylum.
Sanatorium? At the asylum, all the paintings are still there?
Yes, I expect so. To be honest, I don't know what the director has done with them. I believe he took them all off display, but
I'd like to see the latest one in the series that you're talking about, the one where it's the closest. And so these are all art done by...
That's a good idea, Henrik.
Well, it's better than the mirror, but I'd like to meet the artist who did it.
Many artists did it, she just said.
Yeah, no, the latest one. Were they done in... That's what I'm... Okay, so sorry, I'll ask that to Vera. The paintings, they were they donated, or they were ones done by the patients? The ones that had the figure in it.
Henrik, can I have a vigilance roll from you, please?
Do you milk your cows every day?
Not anymore. I forgot how. 'Cause I slept with them. I still got one though. So were the paintings done by the patients, or were they donated?
No, they're all done by patients.
Excellent. And if we went back and looked at the paintings, could you tell me what patients did which paintings?
They're all labeled.
Okay, perfect.
Some of them are still at the asylum, but many are not.
Sure. Have you noticed anything other than our normal? You said we were whispering to ourselves and everything. Was there any strange trips that any of us took? Any times you caught us outside or acting in a very odd manner?
None of you have left the castle since I've been here.
Not even to visit Linnea.
No.
I don't like these.
Shall we let Vera get back to work now, perhaps under Algott's supervision? And then the rest of us could possibly gather in the library with Julian upstairs?
I think she can stay in the chair. Anna looks at her.
May I just say, Mistress Anna, that I did run a full reference check for her before joining us. I'm not quite sure what your concerns are. At the moment, with the greatest respect, Mistress Anna, at the moment, the only suspicious behavior is yours.
And her hand clenches slightly on her gun.
I think we'll be all right with Vera. Algott, can you track down who delivered that mirror? Is there any packing slip? Do you know the company that delivered it?
I have no information at all, sir. I'm sorry.
Suspicious.
Who took delivery of it when it arrived? Who unwrapped it?
Well, I took delivery of it, Madam Maude.
And
Obviously, they knocked on the door, and so I answered it.
they being...
The people who delivered it.
Maybe you should
Who-
have a seat, Algot.
Jeez.
Anna, dial it down. So, had you ever seen these delivery people before?
Can I please finish up and come downstairs now?
No, you have to spend 3 hours. You said you're a researcher.
This is ridiculous. I
Algot?
found nothing.
Had you
yes.
ever seen these delivery people before?
No. No,
So
but
they're
that
not-
doesn't mean anything.
They're not from the local post office?
Why would the post office be delivering mirrors?
If someone had sent it via the post office and it had arrived at their branch.
Like from very far away. I was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't know them.
Maude is going to turn away from Algot and Vera and just lean in to Henrik, Anna, Taika. I think those are the only other people in the room. Where's Sebastian?
Good question. I believe
Yeah.
Sebastian is with you.
Excellent. So she's going to lean into them and just say, is it possible these two things are actually not connected? That the mirror came either to stop us from going to Harnessand or for some other reason, and what Linnea sent Vera here for is something separate. Is that possible? This
Maybe.
faceless woman is obviously seems to connect the two, and perhaps she has. But if Vera had brought her with her, if she'd brought her into the castle, wouldn't we have continued life normally for a little longer than we did? If she didn't arrive until weeks after our looping began.
Right, like, sorry, Andrew, just to double check, because the last time we thought we were going to Haransan on the 15th of January. Algot said that the
It wasn't
mirror,
that late.
it was the 9th of January?
No, because you had your Christmas stuff,
Yeah.
and then
It's sick.
Anna left pretty much straight away. So it's only about the
Right. So I
And we were
assume she
told
came
the
back
mirror
the week
arrived
after.
the day we should have left.
So it was about the 7th or 8th that Anna and Maude would have got back.
Right. And so it was the next day that we
Yep.
started to lose our memories. And Algot said that the mirror arrived at
The day
end
we should have left.
Yeah.
So it stopped us. Its arrival stopped us from leaving.
So who sent it to us?
I'd just like to. I mean, if you're discussing this out loud, Algot would say, "No, I think you'd already decided not to go before the mirror arrived."
Why did we decide not to go?
You didn't tell me, Miss Anna. You just said that you were no longer leaving.
And how many days after that did the mirror arrive?
That morning, sir.
Yeah.
Later on that morning. Okay. So it was 9th of January.
Anna's going to head into the corner slightly and pull something from her pocket and have a look at it with her back to everyone.
What is Taika investigating?
Anna's breath catches slightly in the corner and she puts whatever it was back into her pocket.
There's nothing obvious on the back of the mirror. Taika. No.
And I assume, Mr. Frisk, the packing material and packing slip from the mirror is long gone?
The mirror had no packing on it. It was just a hole on the door.
Okay.
Okay, so if the mirror arrived after we'd already made the decision not to go, and we remember none of it, that means we were already under the influence of her, whoever she is, that I wrote about, that we escaped from.
Yes.
So when did that... We all went to bed the night before.
That's the last thing I remember, going to bed.
This couldn't be part of the price for the magic, could it?
I may have done magic just before I went to sleep, but I don't think it's connected.
Sorry, what? You sit down. Anna, you sit down.
I
Grab another curtain
was
rope.
backing away from Henrik, pointing at him, but not raising the gun quite yet. No, you leave me alone, Henrik.
What'd you do?
I didn't do it. This wasn't me.
What'd you do the night before?
I might have tried to turn a fly into a ladybug, and it might have exploded everywhere. Okay.
So 2 things of magic were done and no price was visibly paid.
Maybe. I think the fly paid a price.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's the kind of price they were talking about when they warned you there would be a price for magic.
I don't. No, this can't be the price. I can't. No, this. I don't. This wasn't me. This wasn't my fault.
No, I'm not saying it's your fault, Anna. I'm just saying we have to find exactly how this happened to us, because if it happened once and we don't know how, it could happen again.
I don't think it was the magic.
Well, and also, if this is connected, Taika and I saw something in the mirror, saw a woman in the mirror.
Still in the mirror. Still there.
Well, we could see her face and it wasn't nice. So if it's connected, that means that this has been going on for 15 paintings length of amount of time.
If she's
Right?
still in the mirror, will this day be repeated?
Yeah, maybe she just showed up in the mirror.
Or was it
I think we've broken free. The question is, can we be trapped again? Sebastian has something to say.
Yeah.
Probably.
The mirror may have arrived as part of a spell that stopped us leaving, but didn't get taken in immediately. So it's part of the same thing, but not the cause.
This is all
Julian.
too much. Anna rubs her head.
Shall we go and see what Julian has discovered in the
Julian is literally sloping down the stairs as this is happening. You can hear his incredibly grumpy footsteps on the stairs.
Vera's still tied to the chair, isn't she? We didn't untie her yet.
Correct.
No.
Julian slopes in through the door. Hold on a minute, what the devil's going on here?
I brought her. Anna points with a slightly shaky finger towards Vera, but I think she's human. But we've left her there for safekeeping. I also don't think I like Algot. Sorry, Algot.
Hold on a moment.
You tied her up, and now you're opposed to the one person whom we've depended upon all this time. I was only upstairs for like an hour or something.
Anna rubs her head. I don't know what's going on, and I don't like it.
I just wanted you to check if she was genuinely human, not to tie her up.
I did. I poured holy. Well, Henrik,
Have you been pointing a gun at her?
What?
Have you been pointing a gun at her?
Maybe. Anna puts the gun, which is still in her hand, in her pocket.
Oh, by the way, Julian, guess what? Guess who did some magic secretly last night? I untied Vera.
Henrik.
Well, everybody else knows.
I thought maybe I could help Ghost, but I didn't want to get Maud's hopes up, so I tried to transform a fly into a ladybug, and the fly literally exploded.
I appreciate.
Well, that answers that question for definite.
So I don't think we should try it on animals. Definitely not William.
Listen, I can't find anything on mirror fire, but honestly, everything about this is making me think we take this thing outside, face down, we get an awful lot of wood around it, and we just burn the thing, glass and all.
That's the one thing we can't do. We can bury it outside, face down. I agree with that, but we're not destroying it because, first of all, we may need it. And
Why
what
would
if
we need it?
Need it for what?
We send it to somebody else or whoever sent it to us?
I don't want to send it to someone else. I don't want someone else to be trapped. I don't want someone else to have their memories taken.
What if we need them to? What if we need that to happen?
I have a gun. That's all I need. Burn it.
No, we're not. We'll bury it, but we won't burn it. But still,
the only thing that convinces me that you are a priest is all the contacts you have in the church. I'm taking this thing outside. I don't care what you say. And
we're
Julian
not burning it. We'll bury
Julian
it.
Literally face down is sort of trying to guide it outside without, even though it's face down, he's sort of doing this as he's going.
Anna's going to go and help him grab the other end.
We have to figure out if that's the same person that's in the mirror is the one that's in the pictures, then this has been going on for weeks.
You go find the pictures, Henrik. We'll burn the mirror.
Don't burn the mirror. Save it. Just bury it.
All right, we'll save it till you get back. Anna winks the head.
You're lying. Just bury it.
I don't think we should burn the mirror until we're certain that burning would destroy.
Yeah, what if as soon as you break the mirror, then the spirit is released and it's in every reflection?
It's already broken. The glass is already broken. There's bits coming off it right now.
I'm sorry, the glass is broken?
Yes.
Well, it wasn't yesterday.
That was
how we broke free.
Yeah, one of us tried to break it. I guarantee that. But it's still in operation. Something about it is still because me and Taika saw something in it and we don't want to see it again. So it's still somewhat functional.
I'm not hearing that you looked into it.
They did, yes.
Oh, for crying out loud. I can't go upstairs and read a book for an hour. What is wrong with you all?
But obviously they must have moved before she did.
Sirs, madams,
what are you doing sitting there, Algod?
shall I make us all a coffee?
Yes. Are the servants still in the next room, waiting around, wondering what on earth's going on?
Yes, they probably will be.
Tell them everything's fine and to have a coffee themselves on us.
May I suggest, everyone seems to be a little bit agitated. May I suggest that we leave this here for a moment, we have a coffee, and then make a decision over a coffee what we're going to do. Let's be civilized.
Can we have a general rule, and I mean it as a rule, and not a guideline, a rule, no one enters this room while this thing is in here alone. At all.
Let's lock the door.
Agreed.
Algod, do you have a key for this door so that none of us can go in alone?
All of the doors have locks.
Well,
I think we should also cover the mirror, just in case.
Yes. Well, it's face down at the moment.
So Julian sort of pushes it back again down into the corner, and then can I sort of untie Vera, maybe?
Oh, Henrik already untied her.
All right, fine, good stuff.
I shall bring some coffee through into the living room forthwith.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Alga. Sorry about all this.
And Julian says to
Never
Vera,
a dull moment, Master Henrik.
And Julian says to Vera, I'm terribly sorry, I wish I could say we're not normally like this, but I'm afraid this is us.
Well, Linnea told me it would be adventurous.
You got that right.
Algot, has any other malign force ever entered the castle successfully before, while the society members were here?
I believe it has happened on occasion. The odd random Vaesen comes in, but obviously not. Last year we had the. He looks at Henrik and winks and goes, "The chupacabra." I'm sorry, Master Julian.
It was not a chupacabra. Apart
It was
from
an
anything
egg
else.
baby. Egg baby is what
No,
we've got.
was something
Julian,
that was-
I am aware it's a Vardoja. It's
Yes.
That doesn't seem quite the same sort of targeted evil.
I mean,
Also, that was once engaged to one of the people who now resides in this castle.
Yeah.
Ask her about it.
I'm just wondering if perhaps we have felt safer here than we've deserved to be.
I've never felt safe here.
Because we've always come back here from all our missions, and then
had fucking weird dreams.
Julian
Yeah.
inhales in a sharp gasp and goes, "William!" and dashes out.
Yes, Taika, I was thinking earlier if the Nisse might have seen anything or know anything, whether it's worth asking them.
Well, may I suggest you retire to the living room, and I shall bring us through some coffee and maybe a slightly calmer environment to make next decisions.
Could you bring some porridge as well, please, Algot? Just in case the Nisse stands
He
up.
smiles and says, "Well, quite, yes." And he gestures to Vera. And the two of them exit. Going through to the living room.
Yeah. Anna's clinging to the walls as she does so.
What?
Ooh, pretty mirror sticker.
Oh, mirror sticker. Okay. So you go into the living room and you sit down. I'm assuming you're all there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you all notice a shift in the air.
What?
The candlelight flickers momentarily.
Our hands over her ears.
And the Nisse appears.
Fuck.
Ah. Right. You're awake then? Good, I suppose.
Yes.
Did you
What's
know
been
we were
going on?
asleep all this time?
I haven't been able to get in here for about a month. Doors wouldn't let me in. Walls pushed me back. She didn't want me near, I bet.
Is this the false mother you're talking about?
He looks at you and he looks angry.
What did she do?
Oh, something's been chewing on the bones of this place. He looks at you all and sniffs. And on you too. Oh, didn't like it. Still don't, but you've all done something, haven't you? She's it's quiet again.
She's
not
still here?
clean, but it's better. Oh yeah, she's gone. Well, gone, hiding. too deep to matter. I feel her otherwise.
Will she return? Could she return?
No idea who she is.
A figure in the mirror.
Nisse, were you here when the mirror arrived?
Yes, sir.
And do you remember what happened surrounding that events? We know Algot got the mirror. The mirror was delivered. Algot brought it inside.
That's right. And I've not been able to get in since. But I seem to be able to today. So.
Is there
As I
anything
said,
else
she's
that
gone.
would usually prevent you from being able to come into the castle?
I've never experienced anything like it. It was. This is my place.
Yeah.
Nothing keeps me out of my house. It's an insult, is what it is. It's an affront.
It is. Maud passes some porridge.
Who has the key to the room? Who took the key? Who locked the room behind us?
That was Albert, wasn't it?
Algot locked it. Anyway, I've not come here about her, it, whatever it was. It's confusing, to be fair. But, well, a debt is a debt.
What dead?
Well, you helped me once. You did me a favour, and I'm grateful.
Well, that's all right.
Don't make me say that again.
All right, we won't.
But you helped me, and so it's about time I helped you. That is the way of things.
How are you going to help us?
He reaches into a pocket and he pulls out what looks like a little cloth bag tied in a string. And he puts it down on the table in the middle of the room if you've got the main image up.
What's
And he
that?
Not all gifts come kindly or clean. But this one is earned, and you will see. Yes.
What is it? Anna backs away slightly.
You'll see. He looks at all of you, and his eyes have a kindly look.
Julian very gently and very slowly starts opening the bag.
He holds his hand out to you to stop you. And he withdraws his hand. And he nods. And he disappears. And as he disappears, you feel the air in the room get thicker.
Oh no.
The light starts to bend around the bag, and it kind of shimmers out, encompassing all of you.
Well,
And suddenly, none of you are standing in the room anymore. You feel the room tilt. The fire flares bright green and then steadies. And suddenly you feel yourselves, your breath slowing, your heartbeat slowing. You find it very difficult to focus your thoughts. Everything becomes muddled, like you can't quite grasp what was in your head a moment ago. And then you no longer feel like yourself. You are somewhere else. And you realize you are inside a memory that is not your own. And now you need to excuse me for a moment, because this is where I need a little bit of time. You are all getting a private message from me one at a time.
Nope. I was scared without Anna also being scared. Oh my god. I hate things like approaching slowly in a mirror. It's like one of my like worst ghost stories around that
So
camp.
there's Henrik's. Maude.
Oh.
Sebastian. Sorry for people watching. I know you can't see any of this, and I apologize. Yes, if somebody can answer Sebastian's message.
Yes, we've been shoved back into the room tilted. There was an exusion, if that's even a word, from the little bag that the Nisse gave us. And now we've all been plumped into a memory of some kind that doesn't feel like our own.
It's scary.
And
I mean, Andrew said it much more poetically than me, but...
And with that, Julian, here is yours.
Oh, good grief.
I'm going to watch Lexi read hers.
And here comes Tyker's.
Even at full screen, I can barely read all this.
No, we're all having different memories, Tyker.
And here is yours, Anna.
Oh, goodness. Oh, good
You
God.
should
that's long.
all now have what you have just experienced.
Oh, God. Okay.
And once you have all experienced what you have just read, you come to and find yourselves still in the living room. And what was a bag is now deflated, for want of a better term, and is just lying flat on the table. I feel like I should have interval music playing.
Yeah. God. Okay.
Yeah, some of yours are some of them are quite long.
Yeah, mine's horrifically long.
Yeah, mine's very long.
And I'm trying to sort of like condense it for my notes.
If people want, I can private message these to you if you want them for your notes. Your call is important to us. Please hold the line. Yes, indeed.
Oh, God. All right.
So you're all back in the living room.
Anna staggers back from the thing, rubbing her eye. Oh my God, what the hell was that?
I'm not really quite sure how that's a return of some kind of favour.
God, no! That was not okay. That was not good. What did people see?
Tyker's just asked the same question.
Oh, I was in a tomb. I wasn't part of the action. I was just watching.
Same. I was watching. I was in a forest.
What did you see?
What did others see first?
I saw someone being, I suppose the best way to put it is, touched by some kind of creeping darkness thing.
Touched?
Yes. I don't know, almost like enveloped, traumatized in a way that would settle on him, fester within him, not devoured, not killed or anything like that. Very different, just...
Anna looks at people. Does that sound familiar to anyone?
Tyker, that's very inappropriate.
Sebastian says, I think we saw each other's. Each sounds equally rude. As Tyker says, not safe for work. But
what did you see, Sebastian?
It's really annoying that... Are you sure you can't talk, Sebastian? And Tyker? Yes, Tyker definitely can't. And Sebastian, okay. Right.
You think these were... No. Anna shakes her head. No, what I saw can't be someone's memory, can it? Her gaze flickers between Maude and Tyker.
What did you see?
I want to check this wasn't... Shit, Anna. Oh, fuck, Sebastian just said, I believe I saw yours, Anna. Fuck, Anna. Oh, God. What I saw, I don't think, if it is one of us, will want getting out. What do you mean you think you saw mine, Sebastian?
Julian is sort of looking around the room very, very suspiciously and in a state of mild paranoia.
Tyker, I think I saw Maud's sister turned into a dog. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. Anna's going to start backing away from Tyker. No, Tyker. Sebastian, I saw you with your brother when the Kraken took him. Oh, shit. Tyker, no. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Somebody saw mine.
I saw a doctor on a bloody battlefield full of blood and smoke trying to save someone.
You will shut your mouth!
And a black dog.
Don't you dare! Shut your mouth right now!
It's the black dog again. Keeps showing up.
Oh, God.
Julian kind of collapses into a chair.
Oh, God.
Maud's keeping very quiet.
Take a sip of your brandy, Anna. We'll be all right.
We won't be all right. Anna's backing away from Tyker. We won't be all right.
Calm down. It doesn't seem to... It's snaps of memory. It barely makes any sense.
No. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't know what to do with this. Oh, shit.
These visions were a gift from the Nisse. Is that what he said?
He did. He did say it was a gift. It doesn't feel like a gift.
It really doesn't. I suppose we all...
I told you, a debt is a debt. You helped me, so I helped you. And that voice is coming from the rafters above.
Oh, what are you doing?
And he's sat there looking down at you.
God,
Is this meant to help us know each other better?
You needed to see, not the world through your own eyes, but
some understanding from each other's. He jumps down and lands next to you. He says, there is no path alone. There never was. That's what he counts on.
Are you saying that...
Divided we fall. That's what he's saying.
One for all and all for one, all of that nonsense.
What did you see, Maude?
I think I must have seen your memory, Henrik.
Was it Henrik's memory?
Or Sebastian?
No, that's not what I asked, Missy.
Oh,
Did you see the memory of
I
the
wasn't
person?
Henrik, if that's what you're asking. I was something...
And he smiles.
Something watching from the outside.
That's like mine. It was watching. It's like I was watching the thing happen. I knew it was going to happen, and then it did. Anna's going to move to the cabinet and take a big drink.
Couldn't get one out for me, could you? Slightly smaller.
Anna passes him a bottle and gets another.
Anybody else need a swig just to steady the old nerves?
Anna's watching Taika like a fucking hawk.
Hell yes, leave the bottle.
Yep. Yeah. Pass it around.
You think you were chosen for your strength. You were chosen because you were already tied together. That's how he works.
Who? The king?
The king? The king? You mean the king under the hill?
Yeah.
No. I
Who are
don't
you
talk
talking
of him. He is not a thing of fur and claw.
Stop it.
Not a thing of hunger. He is patience.
Stop.
He is the weight you do not feel until you try to stand.
Please stop it.
He is the eater of souls.
That's not true.
Who? No, Master Julian. I'm not speaking of the king.
So, in each of these memories, someone's soul was marked and left behind.
So Sebastian says, so we saw it from his perspective. He was involved in all of our stories starting. The crow spirit creature, big bad.
So that we've been watched for all of our lives from whenever these big moments came. These moments that changed everything for each of us. He was there watching then, and he's been watching ever since.
Julian is gripping his bottle really quite hard. You almost worry that it's going to shatter in his hand, and very slowly and very purposefully walks before Henrik.
Well, Maude didn't tell me what she saw, so I can't confirm it.
Watching from outside with some unpleasant anticipation, I watched two small children in the dark running towards safety and home, and one of them didn't make it.
Yeah. Well, I already told you guys that story.
And the feeling I had in the vision is that the child left behind would be twisted by grief, easy to mold, part of the feast.
Isn't it strange how it always seems to come back to grief somehow? It's like it's the one emotion that links us all together, and it sneaks its way in. Julian sort of like stands right before Henrik. Are you seated or are you standing, Henrik?
I'm sitting. We're drinking.
What else?
What
How
else,
much?
what?
How much did you see?
I'm not entirely sure, but the dog disappeared. And somebody else was there. Taken. And then someone was taken.
Hmm.
Sebastian thinks it goes back further, that these moments were engineered to create these paths for us.
It certainly does feel that way, at least at the moment. As if we were chosen somehow.
Sebastian
why?
says he got the feast reference too.
I don't know what that means.
Maud said that about a being prepared for a feast.
I miss that. I don't know what you're talking about.
The creature watching the two children, you and your brother,
Sister,
was thinking to themselves that you would be easy to mold and that one day you would be part of the feast.
It's like meal preparation for this thing.
Well, it also seems like you're feeling its feelings. That's also the feeling I had.
Yeah.
That we're also looking at it not from the outside, but also from the Vaesen that...
So the Nisse has given us insight not only into each other, he's forced us to be honest with each other, to open up, but also insight into the thing that hunts us.
Anna mouths it to her across the room.
Did you not get Tyker's one just above it?
Oh, are you whispering to me from afar, Anna? Oh, hang on. Can I...
Julian is going to pretend he's sort of casually just moving around because he has to move, but situates himself close to Sebastian.
Hang on.
What's Tyker doing as Anna stands and looks at her?
Just a minute.
Julian will lean in quite close to Sebastian and go, "So who was it?"
Hang on.
Hang on. Poker face. It's all very tense, this.
It's really tense. Oh my god. Oh god.
Everybody's either upset or paranoid.
Oh, it's not paranoid this time.
You're not paranoid when they're out to get you.
Yeah. I know she would find this out right when she's fucking terrified of shadows and everything.
I need to send you a message in a moment, Anna. One
Right.
moment.
Julian digs Sebastian in the ribs.
Sebastian is typing.
It does certainly sound like Anna has been through enough to make it an informed paranoia. I'm very sorry for your loss. And in pure bro style says literally nothing else.
Anna sort of looks from Sebastian to Henrik. It's
a sort of a weird coincidence that out of 6 of us, at least 4 has something involving with their sibling.
Did anyone else have a... Well, I guess if we are actually watching each other's memories, any other imagery from any of the events that we've had since? For instance, ravens or black dogs?
No.
Or shadowy figures watching on in judgment from behind? Any invisible scribes?
A shadow with burning eyes I had, but not judgment.
What, Sebastian, in the painting?
I don't know why the microphones in this house have died. Thankfully, I'm not using a microphone. It's literally just on my computer. And
Well,
thankfully,
you're
there's no
still
feedback.
using a microphone, to be fair.
You know what? All right, the independent microphones. My
Right.
God, my eyes hurt.
Sorry for my silence. I've just had to clarify a couple of bits of information for people.
Oh,
Right. So the Nisse is kind of stood there looking at you all anyway. You're a bit slow, but you're getting there. I see. I hear. But I can't change the weave. But I have been here longer than you, longer than any of them. He taps the top of the table as if he's kind of trying to work out what to say. He takes a deep breath. I have seen your kind come and go, speaking of knowledge, of duty, of hunting the unseen. Some were wise, some were fools. Many did not last. I have seen this before. Not just once, not just twice. Again and again and again. But you are not like the others. And you have not treated me as others have.
I hope we've not treated you poorly.
Just a minute. I've given you this because this place is yours now. Because you are mine now. You are he sort of glances at you all as if he's unsure exactly what to say and what not to. You are not whole. Not as you should be. He did not plan for this, and I don't think he sees it yet, but he will. And when he does, he will try to fix his mistake. That is all I will say. That is all you will get. He is already counting.
He's not going to get any of us.
How do we
We'll
stop
see.
him correcting us?
He starts to fade from your sight, but slowly. And then he smiles at you, Henrik, and he disappears. And then out of the silence, you just hear his voice. Your man has something for you. Been holding it. He didn't know why. Now he does.
So I missed the middle part that you said there.
I'm going to look over and see if Algot's still
Your
in.
man has something for you. Been holding it. Didn't know why. Now he does.
Okay.
Where's Algot?
And then the door opens. And Algot walks in. He looks totally composed and in control, as always. But he has, behind his eyes, there's a slight tightness.
Mm.
You all right, Algot?
Almost as if he doesn't know what he's doing. As if he doesn't know if what he's doing is right, but he just knows that he needs to do what he's doing. And he's carrying something in his hands. And there's something just wrapped in cloth that doesn't seem particularly remarkable. And he walks into the room and walks up to Henrik. And he holds the cloth out and places it into Henrik's hands. Apparently, this is for all of you. And he looks at you all and he says, you are all part of it. You should all hold it. And he looks at Henrik and he says, but it is yours to wield, sir. Keep it on you.
I delicately lift up the cloth and say, oh no, Sir William. Oh, I didn't know that was a... Oh, okay. Just kidding. What is it?
Okay, one moment.
Oh, God.
And I shall...
Oh, we get a picture. Ooh.
Yes. Oh, why can't I find it? Oh, I've done it as a
What day are we
handout.
at now?
Maybe I've done it as a handout.
This is the 1st of March, isn't it?
2nd of March.
2nd of March.
So that would be a...
Hang on.
So it's
I'm not
Sunday.
sure this is a handout. Oh, bugger, I can't find it. Okay, I can show you a picture anyway.
I wondered what that was, and it's Mark snoring, of course.
It is, yes. Well, not snoring, he's woofing.
Like a doggy.
So, you unwrap it, Henrik. And what you find... Oh, please don't be too big.
Anna has almost finished the
Hang
bottle
on.
she's been drinking from.
Hang on, hang on. Hang on.
Is this image too big? Is that the problem? How big is this image? Oh, it shouldn't be. I know why it's not working. Sorry, people. Right, let's do this again. Okay. Apologies, people.
Did Andrew just vanish? Yeah.
In a very Andrew-like fashion.
He dropped a bombshell and poofed away.
I am going to have to head off soon because it's already.
It is quite late.
Yeah, I think this is our final scene right here. We've got a lot to process.
Right.
Indeed, we do.
So we're all going to touch whatever this thing is. I hope it's not a corpse.
Yeah, maybe if he just described it. Where's
Yeah,
like literally where's
we can see a picture next week. Tanker is tanking.
So what if, while Andrew's gone, what if this guy, the Natram, the Eater of Souls, like, because in our visions it seems like we weren't just watching this as if we were watching from above, but we were involved, and at least in mine, I felt the feeling of the Vaesen involved.
Same. Well, not really the Vaesen. It was more the thing watching the Vaesen.
Or the Natram. We felt the feelings of whatever the thing was that was involved in this.
But that means whatever this thing is, it's orchestrated, if not the death, the taking.
I also had a feeling of being taken.
Like that's targeted, really targeted.
So did this thing? Is this the thing that? So if a Vaesen, because I think a Vaesen killed my sister. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
But if it was actually the Eater of Souls taking another form or orchestrating it, then why did it have feelings as to what was going on? And did it want the Vaesen to take my sister?
I think it wanted the Vaesen to take your sister, and by doing that, it set you on a path. It changed your fate. It led you to this point.
But now then the niece just said that he thinks he made a mistake.
Yes. He thinks he's picked one of us wrong.
Oh, Andrew
just
sent
one
a
of
message.
us.
That seems to be what the general thing is. All these sort of like the threads, the dreams, the message, Linnea's vision. One of us doesn't belong here. One of us shouldn't be here.
Our DM's been booted out of alchemy, he says. One moment, he says.
Booted out of the what?
Tiger's comment, doesn't the church deal in corpses though, all the relics? Yeah, Henrik, you've like a finger that you frequently wave.
Yeah,
around.
that's right. And I did want to take some other ones too. I just, if it was a fresh one, if it was a wet one.
Because you've had this for a while. I don't think it's fresh anymore. Whatever it is.
Yeah, no, I'm sold. I have heard that.
7 left hands. Action, it should be said.
Andrew, I think you need to jump in. It's all kicking off here.
Well, I don't know what I've missed.
Go down.
I've just got us up and streaming again because I had to reboot. Then sorry, people who are watching online. Hopefully you've stuck through that moment of blackout. So tell me, what have I missed?
Yes, Sebastian, it's definitely worth reminding them.
Some sense.
And Tyka says to me, "The hell does that mean? I am the most trustworthy one here, you knob."
Anna's like, are you really?
What exactly can you be trusted with? You can neither be trusted with objects, nor the truth, nor representation, might I add.
What's happened, people?
We're having an argument.
I feel like as the GM, I need to know what's going on.
We were just discussing basically what we thought. We were discussing our theories about what the identity of Natram Soul Eater versus Shadows and all our pasts, and exactly what our memories meant, basically. Yeah, we were opening, and that's where we ended.
And then Tyka said Anna was being Tyka said something about Anna shouldn't be mean to Algot. Tyka then said Anna was paranoid.
Bit of a distraction
Tyka was trying
tactic.
to gaslight.
And then Julian jumped in.
Then Tyka snapped at Julian, saying that maybe we should hear what Henrik had to say about his past. Then Julian started snapping at Tyka. I think that's where you came back in.
And Tyka's just said, "You literally don't make any sense. Either be precise with your accusations or shut the fuck up."
Ow.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that to Julian or Anna, that sentence, Tyka?
I think that was to me.
So-
Seeing as you wouldn't understand me if I was precise, I will concede the point for now.
So yeah, basically went from us discussing options to Julian and Tyka snapping at each other.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I feel like I should just keep letting you guys go and doing this.
End and blows.
However,
Fun.
Henrik unwraps, and this is what he finds:
A chain.
a chain.
Oh God, is it still? Anna bites her tongue. What?
So
What has it been used to wrap?
Well, let him
Is it kept
finish
it there?
describing it.
so
Tyka will remember that.
Oh.
So Henrik, here is a little note for you.
Is that the demon cat?
So you all, as Henrik unwraps it, Henrik's face changes. There's the kind of this. Almost like a look of understanding. And then he gets a look on his face that you've all seen on each other's faces before. That kind of glazed over look in the eyes, as if he's no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Henrik, that's quite a lot of text for you.
Henrik?
So from the rest of you, whilst he's reading that, I shall give you some information. The chain appears like simple iron links. They look kind of dark, as if they've been darkened with age. But you can also notice, particularly those of you that are slightly close to Henrik, you can notice that it looks like the chains might be engraved slightly, but you can't quite make it out properly from the distance that you're at.
Can Anna get closer and have a look?
So, just as a quick recap, because obviously we've had a slight pause. That Algot, when he brought it in and he gave it to Henrik, he says, apparently this is for all of you. You are all part of it. You should all hold it. But it is yours to wield, sir.
What does the engraving say? Andrew.
Well, you can't see them, so
Anna wants to walk up and have a look. While Henrik is busy being frozen, Anna wants to have a look at the chain. Can she get close and have a look?
just a minute.
Patience. Her gaze is also flicking between fucking Tyker and the chain. What's your problem, woman? I think you know. Anna snaps back.
Oops.
Andrew, there's people yawning their heads off here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've just provided Henrik with a decent amount of information. So Henrik Henrik kind of glazed over, and eventually, please, Henrik. He kind of snaps back, as you all have done when you've had your moments of not being present.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I missed your... I was still reading and I didn't get your notice.
That's right.
Yeah. I passed the chain. First of all, is it looped or is it one length?
It's not a circle. It is a length of chain, yes.
Okay. I pass it out.
To
ask all of us to hold it at the same time.
Anna doesn't want to hold it. She just wants to look.
If we were in the Castlevania universe,
which you're not, so let's not get a game.
Sorry.
Yes, I would wield a chain whip and the cross at the same time. Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Belmont whip.
However, I hand it out to everyone.
Anna's not touching it.
Touch it.
No.
No, this is a good chain. It's good.
Tyker does touchy. So
I'm catching up with everyone's notes here.
That's right. So Tyker, when you take hold of just a minute. So when you take hold of the rope, the chain, when you look at it, you see this.
Oh, that's another not safe for work. What are you doing?
Sebastian said, despite being asked to touch it by a priest, I will on my turn.
Oh, for God's sake.
And Tyker, you experience this when you hold it as well. And I forgot to... This sensation that you experienced, Henrik, sorry. Sebastian.
Oh, geez. Okay. I don't know about that. But I yell at Anna. No, this is good. It was from the abbot.
No, Anna's not touching
it.
Anna's backing away from him.
Well, don't make her do anything.
It's not from the abbot. Oh.
Okay. Well.
So, Sebastian, when you take hold of it, you experience this. And this is going to be so good for people watching. You experience this and you notice this. Julian, Maude, are you taking hold?
I will reluctantly sort
Yeah.
of put a
Okay,
The niece said that this was for all of us.
indeed. So, Julian, when you take hold of the chain, this is what you experience.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at the chain, this is what you notice. Maude. When you take hold of the chain, this is what you experience.
Oh, I have a prop.
I let go.
And this is what you notice. And you're not going to touch it, Anna.
Oh no, Anna's backed into the corner. It's Henrik's choice if he wants to try and make her touch it.
I think that's on your head, be it.
Yeah, and it's definitely given him a look of being like, you come a fucking step closer, hands right up in the air trying to avoid the bloody chain.
Anna, I really think it's a good idea. I
Henrik,
think you should try this out.
no. Don't want to.
Don't make her do something. Just, it's fine.
What if it's important?
It is important.
No. Always a team player. Fuck you, Tyker.
Yeah, that's only Julian gets that.
I'm loving Tyker's sass today, my goodness.
I was going to say, Tyker is quite feisty today.
She's bringing it, yeah.
But I'm here for it all the time, yes. Feels mean telling Artie to go fuck it, but yeah, more of it. Yeah, she's like, no fucking way, not touching it.
Yeah, the niece told you to as well.
I know that his presence so far brought nothing but fucking trouble.
The niece told you to, and the niece has helped us out, and I'm asking you to. Please.
You asking is not going to make me.
It's good.
Don't want to.
Oh, it's good.
Is Henrik getting closer to Anna? Or is he staying his distance?
It's not bad, Anna. It's just
It's where you're supposed to be.
No. You stay where you're supposed to be. Away. What does Henrik do?
That. Fine. Did everyone else touch it, though?
yeah.
Tyker, just hit her with a chain, for God's sake. Don't you try it, Tyker.
What's next?
Healing touch.
So
I'm gonna try to see if I can copy the movements from my memory. So I'll take the chain back and wrap it around my own wrist, and then I do Doctor Strange motion and see if I can actually get it to move.
What is he doing? Anna looks around the room.
I have no idea what he's doing.
Could you not whir that thing around?
What is happening?
I was taught how to use this.
When?
It can
How?
it can be used years ago, but it was taken from my memory.
What do you
Because
mean?
I think it can be used to kill the soul eater or trap him.
You've been taught how to kill the soul eater, and you thought just now was the moment to mention that?
It was
Where
never.
has this
It was
memory
taken.
cropped up from exactly?
If I don't know if you guys remember, but you all just lost the last 2 months.
Yes, but we don't have those memories back.
That's right.
And you've just randomly understood now what to do.
When I touched the chain.
We've all had different
The
experiences.
Nisse said it was being held for this time. So
What-
perhaps it's given Henrik his memories back.
What did you all see when you touched it? Maude?
I felt paper and ink on the paper, making words I couldn't read, and then just a collection of images like a dog's fur and the wall of a well, and another.
The things that you see, that's what you see engraved on the chain. All of you, the things that you saw, are all engraved on the chain.
Anna's backing further away from the thing.
I think it can help us bind the Natrum. Or, potentially, because it can contain a spirit.
Perhaps it already contains part of each of us.
How though? Who made it?
I don't know. Either it already contains it, or we're supposed to give part of ourselves to it, so that it can be used as a weapon.
No, this chain is used for binding, or exorcism, or banishment.
But perhaps it needs all of us in order to be powerful enough to bind, or exorcise, or banish.
You're all putting a lot of faith in an object that just appeared from nowhere.
Well, you didn't touch it.
That fucking mirror appeared from nowhere.
But
That's
this
like-
came from the Nisse.
Yeah, that's right.
With his approval. He said they'd been holding it but hadn't known why, and now it was time.
And also, Anna, you didn't even touch it. That's like saying sushi is gross without even trying it.
Well, I don't want to touch it.
What the heck is sushi?
It's great, Julian. I think you'd like it.
Grapes. All right.
What if it can't work without you, Anna?
I don't know.
Julian moves forward and
No.
Puts his hand on Anna's arm. Look, when I just held it now, it wasn't particularly pleasant, but I think the others might have a point.
Anna still looks very scared. It's like, I don't want to.
Please?
We are bound just as the links of these chains. Have you not figured that out from the goddamn memories that we've had and the fact that we're all having visions and it's just us, and this thing is coming for all of us?
Anna puts her hands over her head. I don't want to touch it.
We're bound together just like the links of this chain. That's your job, is to touch it.
No.
That's your
It's
destiny.
not her job, it's her choice.
It's your destiny, which you forge just like the links of a chain
don't
by
believe
making
you.
choices every day of your life, which got you here. Every choice that you ever made got you here to this point. You're right. It is about choice, Julian. You're absolutely correct. You've been forging the chains of your own destiny with every choice you ever made since you wake up in the morning and you go to sleep at night, and that got you right here, right now.
Apparently I haven't. Apparently whatever this thing is has been watching us and twisting everything that's ever fucking happened to us. So
in
no
our
one
minds.
let's touch a chain.
Then make a choice and let's touch the chain and let's see if that's going to help us.
I am making a choice, and I'm making a choice to not touch it.
And if we can't take him down because of that, if we all die because the weapon we have is not strong enough,
I don't think me touching it is going to create that thing or not.
Well, nobody here died and nobody fell asleep for 6 weeks, so...
Anna, just one moment. Just let me speak for a second. Do you remember what the niece just said?
No.
There is no path alone, and there never was. That's what he counts on. Like it or not, we are all in this castle, in this society, forced together for now. Nothing bad will happen to you. It might make you feel a certain way for a moment, but I can assure you from my experience, while it wasn't nice, please stand with us.
I can't.
All right. That's a shame. Why don't we all just go to bed?
Isn't
I
it
think we all need some.
time?
I think we all need some time to reflect. Perhaps it's been quite a trying day, considering we are still at home.
The option's still open, Anna. We need you. And I wrap the chain around my wrist and I'll go to bed.
No, hold on, Henrik.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry, I
stop.
thought we were all going to bed.
No. Why don't we leave the chain somewhere we can all get access to it? I know it's yours.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think
Anna-
we should leave it unsupervised. For
Anna
want of a
might
better
change
word.
her mind, and then she doesn't have to come to any of us to talk about that. Is my point.
It's a good point, but if it's not,
No, Henrik says, okay, no, she doesn't want to. Okay, I'm done.
if that
See you all
takes
tomorrow.
all of us to charge to be ready, then it's not yet charged and it's not yet protected. So I think it should stay with Henrik. So I see your point, Julian.
Yep. Hope you don't have any shitty dreams tonight, Anna.
And you're a shit priest.
Anna sits on the floor and puts her head in her hands.
And Julian sits vaguely nearby for moral support.
And Ghost will come over and snuffle.
Yeah.
Ghost. Anna hugs Ghost.
Well, this session's put us through our sodding paces.
Fucking hell, right? Is that the moment to end it on, considering we're...
Well, yes, it's probably about 2:00 in the afternoon in game. So it's been quite the morning for you. But yes, I think we should end it because we've overrun by 40 minutes. But I kind of, unfortunately, with me losing stuff part way, but I wanted to get that all into one session.
An afternoon nap for all at this point.
Definitely.
It's been,
Julian's
it
gonna
has
wait
been quite the morning.
Julian's going to wait until Anna feels a bit better and then go out and spend some time with William, who's probably a full-grown friggin' pig about now.
So let's just do some XP, shall we?
Yeah.
Did you participate in the session?
Damn straight we did.
You've got an extra one for the annals, of course. Did you confront any Vaesen?
Yes.
We did, but we don't bloody remember it.
So, no.
But we did.
Oh, no, we did. No, sod you, actually. There is written evidence that we did in game, so sod you for saying we didn't.
Yeah, okay, I've gone then. I'll give you one.
Damn
Did you identify a previously unknown Vaesen?
Yes,
we did. This Mimirtho, the false mother.
Were you affected by your dark secret?
Oh wow, I friggin' wonder.
Maybe just a tiny bit for each of us.
Or from everybody else's dark secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there an extra point by other people's dark secrets spilling over into ours?
Well, actually, then.
Well, the chain was everyone's dark secret.
I'm just going to say, is it dark secret or is it just your traumas? So I am going to give you all one for your dark secret, but actually, have you been affected by your dark secrets or by your traumas? And that's not the same thing.
But the other people were affected by their traumas, I guess. I guess you're right. It's still not dark.
Well, you've talked about it all quite openly.
Mostly.
That's a broken mirror. Did you take risks to protect other people?
No.
No, I think Anna was actually positively wanting to kill people rather than protect anyone. So, no.
Did you threaten any friends or staff members?
Have you learned anything?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's pretty safe to say you have.
Yeah, we've learned a lot about each other.
Did you develop something in your headquarters?
Yes.
The answer is yes, even though you don't remember doing it.
Yep.
Do we get two? Because we got the caretaker and the thing.
No.
Oh.
No.
The caretaker.
And did you perform extraordinary action?
Well, again, we probably did, but we don't remember it.
We could have. We don't know.
So, it's going to be a bonus packed 8 XP for everybody.
Wow. Can you also tell us what the Forgotten Gallery does?
Can you save that and tell us next week?
Okay. Well, I mean, it's if you click on NPCs and look at the castle, it will tell you in there.
Okay.
Just view the castle. So there we go, people. I am just going to say to everybody watching, thank you all very much for watching. Sorry about the little glitch in the middle. Hopefully that hasn't meant that people have missed the end. And to everybody watching online, thank you very much and good night.